Hello, Mega Man fans. Alright, let's hear it. Who here loves Mega Man? Who here loves Mega Man? Okay, so we are actually waiting for one of our casters to get back. They are currently running, and I think it might be better to start the first match so you're not all kept waiting. So, yes, today is a very historic moment. We just ran our very first tournament using the Tango client. What is Tango? Tango is the name for our infrastructure for the future, which is rollback net battles. It was a collaboration and a very interesting story, actually. So, our very own Weenie, who also made BN tools, and some of the Navi Customizer images you've been seeing are from his Navi Customizer generator tool. So Weenie was working on originally recreating his own engine and decided to oh my god, Weenie, if you're listening to this, I'm so sorry. Okay, so he decided to move over to trying to work on rollback for Alrysc 6 instead of making his own engine. And he was inspired by Mars, who already made a functioning rollback build for his better Alrysc 6 patch, which is a Alrysc 3 patch, which is a balance patch for Alrysc 3. That's very cool if you don't know about it. So you can check it out at oh god, where do you check it out at? There you go. Okay. Yep, you can check it out at that link. It's already possible to play if you are capable of port forwarding. Fortunately, with Tango, we're using futuristic technology that I do not understand at all, but it means most people don't have to port. You don't have to port forward, and you also don't need Radman for the most part. Some connections may still need it. So yes, Tango is very accessible, and right now we're on Tango version 2. We will be seeing a Tango version 3 with more features in the future. Yes, Tango does have matchmaking servers and something called Punch Through, which is I was told it just works. So yeah, it just works. And yes, we have been up to some very serious gaming. There was 26 net ballers that signed up for this week, and there's been a lot of matches played. Right now, the cost of the servers is not an issue, but if we end up with a ton of concurrent players, maybe we will... Well, it's up in the air right now, but if we end up scaling up massively, then we might need to pay for something else. Yes, it's something called Punch Through. I guess it just finds a way to get your connection to the other person working through a bunch of means. So port forwarding isn't the only way. That's all I know about it, so please do not ask me anymore. I'm not an adult. Okay, so... Excellent! It looks like Nonstop Mop is here. He silently entered the chat and is just listening to me suffer here. Okay, so... it's okay. Okay, yes, no further questions. Okay, so thank you, XKirby. So Punch Through basically allows you to connect through firewalls, so I guess we're all jacking in for these net battles. Okay, before we start, I do want to thank, words. Ko-Fi, yes! Ko-Fi. We did have a Ko-Fi donation last week after last stream, so let me go pick that up. Thank you to Midori for the $15 donation. They say, congratulations on BN6 rollback. Keep going strong. Thank you, Midori. Okay, yes, now that our casters are here, let us introduce them. Hello, Nerf and Nonstop Mop.
Hello. Yes, hello? Can anyone hear me?
Loud and clear. Sorry, I just moved my mouth.
Alright, well, I am excited to cast our very first rollback matches, our very first rollback games for you guys here. It was very, very fun to play these. So normally using BBA Link, before most matches, we would actually have to pause for anywhere between like 2 to 4 minutes, depending on the connection. But with rollback, we no longer have to do that, so it's kind of freaky just being able to play like match after match after match with all these different players without having to wait. And also, yeah, the connection and the basically in the past, your play speed, the speed at which the game is running, would be a huge variable between players. So if you have someone in North America playing someone in Europe, it's possible you'd get a pretty bad speed, or any other long distance or just a bad connection would affect the actual game speed while we're playing, and so that would affect all of our inputs. That would affect a lot of different things. And with rollback, it's really become a lot more standardized. I think there was only one person out of the 14 that I played this week who I had kind of iffy connection with, and it still wasn't even close to as bad as it was in the past. So really thank you, Weenie, for giving us this miraculous gift.
Yeah, thank you very much to Weenie. Because of that entire thing, now we don't have to shut off the game every single time we finish the match. There's no more desyncing. You don't just end up fighting a Mega Man that you think is real but isn't. Or you can just sort of... You don't have to just wait for 3 minutes to get a match that runs at half speed. It's a miracle. Thank you very much to Weenie.
Yeah, it really is a huge transformation. We had tournaments, same-day tournaments in the past that ran for 8 hours later than expected because of all the connection failures, and sometimes it would take over an hour to finish one set, as in one match between 2 players. So yes, this is very big. We will see where we head to in the future with this. With that, are the casters ready to go into setups?
Yeah, ready and willing.
I'm ready.
Going to setup.
Same. Okay, so we have Rocku set up here on the left. It's this L code with a bit of splash. There's the defensive splash from U code, Barrier 200, and Life Aura. There's the utility from Grab Revenge and Z code. There's Element Man SP, heavy hitter. That also brings a lot of utility. Then there's the N code splash for Meteor Knuckle and Neo Variable. So there isn't actually too much actual L code here. There's just enough to threaten with the uninstall. The Magnums are really nice against Dust Cross, and also just to break through anti-damage, destroy traps. And then there's the Bubble Star Elect Dragon combo. Obviously, because this is Falzar, Rocku is playing Falzar. Bubble Star 2, the impact is going to have to be from charging it in Spout Cross. Rather than in Gregar, the combo would be boosted by Elect Cross, the Elect Dragon doing double damage.
Right, and I think the cost is actually kind of... Honestly, I've always thought this cost was kind of amazing, because you kind of look at it, and you're like, how do you have room for both beat and rush, and still have 8 cost? and have the normal undershirt, super armor, and bug stop and with the attack. Like this is such a crazy cust to me, honestly. I think Salad ran the same thing this cycle.
Yeah, this is the Salad cust if I'm looking at it right. It's attack 4 as well and charge max. This is a really really good cust if you're playing Falzar. It gives you that cust 8, so you have the +3 cust from your Navi customizer. And then yeah, you get Beat and Rush, which are both really good programs to have, especially to if your opponent isn't actually running the maximum number of mega chips, then that Beat really hurts them. Yeah, it's just overall a really solid cust. It has literally no wasted space in the Navi customizer, so every single spot is used. Yeah, I personally play it pretty much all the time when I'm playing Falzar, so yeah.
Oh wow. I mean, it's definitely powerful enough to be run every time. Every time I look at it, I'm like, dang, you fit all that in?
Yeah, and on the right we have Dorman playing this G code with a bit of J and U splash in there. So the J code is providing some recovery 300s and then a Judgman SP for that extra bit of area return. And then Hub Batch and Meteor Knuckle. Oh, so this is a Giga. Yeah, this is Giga +1. So there's both Hub Batch and Meteor Knuckle in here at the same time. And then G code. That's interesting. Yeah, so there's all of the G code offensive options in here, plus the Groundman SP, which is in code, of course. And it looks like there's a static reg as well. So, and this is a bugged cust right here. This is a bugged setup, so the static is going to be quite difficult for opponents to dodge. Looking at the Navi customizer here, that's quite interesting.
It looks like there's the move bug, the custom bug, and the HP bug, I guess, and the buster bug says that. So they have to. So Dorman, will have to be pulling We have to be pulling bug fixes as soon as possible. Oh, that's why static is regs. That actually makes sense.
Yeah, you definitely want to get that static out before your bug fix comes up. So regging the static guarantees that you get that maximum static AoE increase. You get the maximum range on it, basically. And it's quite oppressive against a Gregar player, right? It's going to at least stop them from going into Erase Cross turn 1, so it stops the usual Erase Beast Rush, especially common against Falzar players because of the Erase cursor versus Dust Cross.
That's a good point. Maybe I should steal that, I'll be honest. That's a pretty good idea, actually.
Yeah, Dorman definitely not the first person to use it, but it's like not too uncommon. Whenever you're running a bug setup, that is to have the static.
Alright. This is a pretty solid build, I think. With all this G code. G code's really good.
Yeah, G code and L code are both really, I want to say really solid codes, like really powerful. But they're also both like not too flashy, right? There's no like program advance in L code or G code that's really. It's kind of not like a lot of people will be playing J code for Dest Pulse, or B code has like the really heavy hitting double SP navies, right? You've got Blastman SP and Protoman SP, and then you've got the really flashy and heavy hitting grass fire combos in B code. And then
it feels like G has like it has a lot of utility and a bunch of different elements that really matter, and they all hit pretty hard.
Yeah, exactly. And I think G code and L code are both like that. They're actually kind of similar in that like they have a really good elemental spread, and just the chips that they have are really good. So it's really interesting seeing them played right here, especially in this matchup where they're both going to be played against each other. But yeah, unless you have anything else to say, I think we're ready to head into the set.
No, I'm good. We can head into the set right now. So I think the first thing that we kind of want to be watching for is whether or not Rocku can land a Magnum onto Dorman here.
Oh yeah, that's going to be huge, but this first barrier is going to be a really big deal in terms of blocking that. So before anything else, there's probably going to be the dust suck-off right here, where both players going to dust cross and try to compete for the ice cubes. Yeah, here it is.
Yeah, let's see who wins it. Oh!
Oh boy.
We saw the back plus B come out from Rocku's side, but it just didn't. Honestly, very brave from Dorman to not go into the next turn right away. I think both of those cubes landed too. That's a solid 400.
Yeah, that was a massive amount of damage right there. 400 of it, of course, coming from those ice cubes. Yeah, so Dorman didn't even go for the quick draw there. Actually just pulled out the machine gun and sniped Rocku's dust cross right at the start.
I don't think Rocku was planning on going into... I feel like Rocku can go into this fight without dust, so technically I feel like it's not that big of a deal. It just sucks that 400 HP plus was lost in the first turn.
Yeah, definitely. It's Dorman who really wants to keep the dust cross for the sake of getting that bug fix out.
Oh, full cust is not reg in this build. I just noticed. That's why it didn't come out. It is because it's regged on static instead.
Ooh, and that uninstall Elect Dragon just connected, so Dorman just lost their super armor, so that might be a big deal here.
Oh, right. Dorman only had super armor to lose, huh? No shoes on.
Yeah, it is Falzar versus Falzar, so neither player is taking shoes, just super armor. But losing super armor is pretty high impact. You can lose a lot to getting you just hit by anything.
Yeah, like any chips you're trying to use, you could easily just lose it by being flinched. For this turn, I feel like you would want the Magnum, right? Because you would want to, decross the dust, right? I guess not.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure. You could go for either play right here, although Neo Variable is usually you use it with the Meteor Knuckle.
Yeah. So you can get rid of the encode like one clean swoop.
But this is a pretty awkward hand, so yeah, you could just use the Neo Variable here as well.
Oh, I guess.
Oh no.
Yeah, bad. Not that great TFC from Dorman here. Maybe it was just a mashed input at the beginning of the turn, and that became a TFC.
Yeah, losing that invis is gonna leave. Ooh. Oh, that's a very nice cross slash right there.
Ooh, a little too fast there.
Yeah, rush the Heat Dragon follow up. Rush comes out here, paralyzes Rocku.
Oh, just wanted to note that Dorman only has one attack. That's why that Tomahawk swing didn't do quite as much as they thought it would.
Yeah, it did what, like 60 or even less?
I think it was 60, yeah. Looks like Rocku does have the area control to try and take this back. If Dorman. If Dorman has any defenses like anti-damage or or life, or this area could be kept. But I think it'd be pretty difficult with both the Vanish and the area grab in.
Yeah, at the very least, it shouldn't be, even in the worst case, it shouldn't be guaranteed Tomahawk swings anymore.
Oh! Electing not to bring the revenge there.
Ooh.
Ooh, I think that was just maybe not the best. I don't know. A little too fast, for sure.
Yeah, it looks like Rocku wanted to pop the anti-damage using the area grab, but because of the time Prix counter there, it didn't end up happening.
Yeah, I think Rocku was in the position to be using it. Rocku was not in the position to be using it second. Like, in the position that Dorman was in, it felt like Dorman could just wait until something came out to just use an area grab. It was very good that Dorman waited, because now Dorman still has the anti-damage in play.
Yeah, with that LuigiMan.EXE out of the way, Rocku's definitely on the back foot here.
Oh, maybe... Yep, there's a dragon.
Oh wow, Dorman taking both of those Tomahawk wings. So 4 hits from that. That actually evened it up really quickly. So now both players down. Rocku down to 68, Dorman down to 308.
And Dorman does, not Dorman, Rocku. Rocku does have the defenses to try and keep this as well. Both of those Life Aura and Barrier 200s can be brought in the same turn. So if something really bad happens, I think Rocku should be pretty safe to just pop something on this turn. Or it could be an offensive turn.
Definitely, definitely could be a heavy defense turn for Rocku, and then just trying to finish Dorman off right afterwards. Yeah, I guess Rocku could be weighing their options here, because I don't think Tengu has come out for Dorman yet. So if Dorman chose this turn to go Tengu, 2 of those defenses, both the Life Aura and the Barrier 200, would just be kind of worthless on this turn.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like the only way to get around that kind of thing would be to maybe bait in a hit from the anti-damage and then use the barriers, but it sounds pretty difficult.
So the odds of actually getting enough knuckles here,
not that. Oh, interesting.
Maybe. Oh.
Oh.
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but you gotta win the Tengu here. Yeah, I agree with the shooting.
Wow, alright, that was...
I wonder if Dorman just didn't catch it. I feel like that TFC with the first anti-damage should have been TFC with the initial anti-damage. Oh, okay, so Dorman and Twitch chat is adding that was a 3-frame. That makes a lot more sense. Though I do think, regardless, the anti-damage didn't really come into play, technically, for both sides. Because I think here, if it was an anti-damage bait into a TFC anti-damage, and then the medium knuckle came in to TFC the anti-damage and just got TFC'd, that wouldn't have, and we got the same number of hits. I believe it would have been just fine for Dorman there. I mean, Rocku to still finish it off.
That was a huge gamble for Rocku. That Meteor Knuckle.
Yeah.
So at 6 panels, sure, three hits is, that's average. But that area grab from Dorman actually put it to 9 panels, and at that point 2 hits is the average. So
the fact that it still got 3 is honestly pretty amazing.
ooh yeah, this Ground Man not gonna connect.
Ooh, I don't know. I don't agree with that.
Yeah, Erase Man.
With the positioning of the area, it could have very easily have been like a 50-50 shot that the Erase Man would have landed if they were standing in one of those
One of the front panels, yeah.
Yeah. That would have been the better play. Maybe they were just mashing a little too hard. Oh, Rocku in chat claiming that he wasn't sure about the Navi order that he had initially selected. I could kind of see that, man, causing that.
Looks like Rocku gonna go for the Tengu lock here.
Oh, wait, no, this is Tengu Beast right now that's loaded in.
Oh, yeah. So Rocku was already went to Tengu. This is going to be Tengu Beast. So maybe you're gonna try to use the Tengu breath. Ooh,
this would be a free Tengu breath.
this is a huge opening right here. Very nice full cust from Dorman right there. That is going to waste this area grab. And I don't think Rocku would want to hold on to it. It is the final chip in that sequence, so going into the next turn with only 1 chip would be less than ideal.
And even if that was Beast charged with Tengu, that would have got the anti-damage that was set just now would have gotten rid of the Tengu that's currently on Rocku right now. Oh, we will be seeing this Tengu lead now. Yeah, this anti-damage will decross the Tengu here.
Very nice. Very nice. Recovery 300 does come out for Dorman, so setting them back 1200. So 800 HP gap right here. But Dorman still hasn't gotten the bug fix out, so you see them with that warp step, not able to center themselves.
Yeah, and their cut and Dorman's cost is slowly being reduced. So if we don't see bug fix soon, this could be a lot of trouble for Dorman here. But I believe it should be about time that it comes in. Oh, it did not come in. Yeah, okay, I didn't think Rush had gotten rid of yet. I was about to question whether or not that Beast charge is a good idea.
So there's actually a pretty big potential here for Rocku to make another comeback. If Dorman were to use Tengu to try to get rid of this life aura, that would open themselves up to this new variable in Rocku's hand.
I feel like it's a little too risky to not take the area strips right now. Yeah, but that would have been a little crazy.
Yeah, a bit of an area reversal here, but Dorman gets that life aura off. Oh, and corner Meteor Knuckle!
Oh, but Dorman, Rocku can't move. Yeah. But that was unfortunate for Dorman not getting the bug fix for that long.
Yeah, that was definitely a bit scary there.
Zeii in... Sorry if I got that name wrong. In Twitch chat. The rollback netcode looks great so far. With those harder to hit shots. And does it feel a lot better for the players? The answer is yes.
It's definitely a huge improvement on average, and I can't think of any situation or I can't think of any sets I've played where it felt worse in any way. Just no way. So it's only been an improvement for sure.
I think especially the idea, part of the thing that makes me feel better about it is that even when it is kind of bad, it's both double-sided. Like, not one side has better connection than the other. So that it can tell you that, oh, even if I'm going through this mystery carnival right now, my opponent is too. So it's even.
Yeah, it's not one-sided in that regard. So for sure, it's a better experience overall.
It does look like Rocku does have the Erasement to try and decross this dust that comes in first turn. So we'll see if this actually gets through.
Yeah, and that full cusp not being ragged does mean that Rocku could just gamble and go for something like a 1 or 2 area grab opener into the Groundman to try to get rid of that get rid of the barrier, and then following it up with the Erasement.
Oh, deciding not to take the erase. I don't know if I understand that. Also, that is one rush not gotten rid of.
Yeah, Pete does come down and get a free meal, but that rush has not been activated yet. Oh wow, I think that was 4 hits from that machine gun.
Oh, that moved into? I think you have to move into it before, right?
Yeah, I think one of the hits was moved into.
Oh, this charge shot could spell the end of this dust cross here. We'll see if anything comes out to try and stop it. Oh, going for the big damage. I kind of would have felt more comfortable going with the Magnum instead. Oh, okay. This is like pretty guaranteed that this Erasement lands.
Yeah, this should be a solid combo.
Yeah, J-code telling us that there are no barriers or...
Oh!
Going right through it. All this area is leaving as well. If Dorman could actually push Rocku away. Oh yeah, there's only one wind rack in Dorman's folder as well, so that might be a little difficult.
Yeah, definitely. We did see that Neo variable just get used though, so that does mean Dorman could go into Tengu.
Oh, I guess there's not much to gain off the, wait. Yeah, there is. Dorman just used the hub badge. This is great to use on his style.
Yeah, I think you just pair it with the Elect Dragon, right?
Interesting. I don't know if I agree with this. That must mean the intention is to chip charge it, I guess.
Yeah, probably just the intent to get out that extra damage.
Black Dragon? Oh, wood. I wonder if Rocku just forgot about the area situation. This is not... Oh.
Oh, that should be it. If Dorman doesn't have defense loaded up front, this would be the end right here. Element Man SP with the white capsule. Oh, you don't... Wait, no, wait. Oh no, wait.
Wait.
No, don't. The anti-navi can do nothing but hurt you here. Please don't do that.
Wait, you mean like, how? Is it because it gives them time to TFC? I think the intent is this is a debate, right? That's my guess.
Well, I mean, if you throw up the anti-navi, and then your opponent uses and then you use Element Man SP, and then your opponent. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It didn't happen. Interaction didn't happen.
This paralysis didn't come in, but you can't dodge this. Yeah.
So the potential there was that when you try to use your Element Man SP, if your opponent throws out a Navi chip, your Element Man SP gets overwritten because anti-Navi will activate and take your opponent's Navi chip. And so now your Element Man SP literally just got tossed into the void. So you don't want to do that. So Rocku, luckily for Rocku that didn't happen, but Rocku actually set themselves up for a really, really painful situation right there.
Oh, right. And Rocku is also at like 80 HP, so...
Yes, definitely that could have gone either way there.
Yeah.
Rocku definitely... next time, just skip the anti-navi. Don't use the anti-navi. Use it after the Element Man SP.
Yeah, and I believe Rush actually had not been used yet, so that was like... It must have been pretty difficult for Dorman to actually consider using Invisible as the first chip as well. So I think...
I think with Tomahawk cross active, there's...
Oh, that's true.
I mean, so there's no real risk. You're not going to hit by the paralysis at least. But yeah, well played to Rocku and Dorman.
Yeah, well played to the two players. Wow. Nice match.
And with that, I think we can head into the setup for our next match of the day, which is LuigiMan versus Zeii. Okay, so our last set was Falzar versus Falzar. This time we're going to get to see the cross-version rivalry here. Gregar on the left, Falzar on the right.
Oh, you're right. Okay, cool.
And it looks like LuigiMan is using the Air Shoes cust for Gregar here. So charge max, attack max, 500 HP, and then Air Shoes.
It's a lot of B code, and one thing to note is that Tank Cannon 3 there in B code.
Oh yeah, the tank cannons are actually tagged with area grab.
Oh, so, I guess we're guaranteed to see them within their first 15 chips. I believe that was what it was.
Yeah, B code definitely one of the heavy hitters. With Proto Man SP and Blast Man SP, two very high damage SP Navi chips with good elemental coverage there.
Coverage specifically for the Falzar matchup, which is what we are going to see right now.
Yeah, so definitely those two elements, fire and sword, they obviously cover two of the more oppressive Falzar crosses, Tomahawk and Tengu. Other than that, we do see LuigiMan is running Sanctuary, so Zeii is going to have to reserve at least one Element Man to take care of that. There's 2 holy panels in here too, actually, but they're B code.
Oh, I didn't even know Holy Panel came in B code.
Yeah, so those could be run in star code, really, and you wouldn't lose anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's still that added defensive utility there from those holy panels. So it's going to be up to Zeii to deal with those. And I don't think Zeii has much to deal with them other than... Oh, there's actually corn. There's corn shot over here on Zei's side.
Right. There's corn shot. So if LuigiMan.EXE is camping that holy panel, there's a good chance these corn shots will actually get rid of it with a grass panel.
There's the Meteor Knuckles, there's Element Man and Element Man SP on Zei's side to deal with the holy panels. Not seeing too much else. There's always Dust Cross if it comes down to it, but it could be a struggle to keep your Dust Cross in this matchup, especially if your opponent goes into Erase Beast. So, but yeah, pretty standard outside of the tank cannons. You don't see tank cannons used that often.
Yeah, I think they were probably just put in because they look kind of cool. That's my assumption.
So yeah, a Gregar B-code here. B-code Gregar was actually pretty popular when we had the action wave coming in at first. A lot of the new players were flocking towards B-coding Gregar for quite a while. It does have a really high damage threat, and then in Gregar, of course, you can use the kernel force of it. But on Zei's side, we have this really, really strange E-code folder.
Yeah.
E-code is really combo heavy, especially with the way this is set up here. You have the double bubble star ones, so you can start off with them, and you can lead them into either Elec Pulse 2 for double damage or Elec Sword for double damage. And then you can end that combo with like one of the Wind Racks. Zeii is packing 3 Wind Racks here.
Oh, right, for the Elect Pulse combos.
Yeah, so there's a lot of ways here for Zeii to start off a combo. The Bubble Stars are a little bit more guaranteed than the Elec Swords. The Elec Swords can be stepped in an awkward way. I guess the Bubble Stars can as well, but I think ideally you want to start the Bubble Star so that the follow-up gets your follow-up Elec chip gets double damage. And it's running Elec Man SP and Element Man SP, so it's actually easy to forget that E-code has 2 SP navies in it, with both Elec Man and Element Man, because Elec Man tends to be overlooked a lot.
Yeah, he doesn't really see use for most situations. I think the reason it's being used here is because Little Boiler 2 is an object, and Elec Man will get an extra hit in if objects are within 2 rows of his, 2 columns of his attack.
Yeah, I forget exactly how you want to run the Little Boiler combo. I think it's you throw the Little Boiler, and then I think you want to move up and use the Elec Man SP with White Capsule. I think that's how you prep it.
There's a White Capsule here, so we could be seeing that. Yeah, if you don't do it, what happens is if the opponent gets hit by the initial... The Elec Man's attack is like 2 attacks. It's like 1 attack that hits the opponent, and then the second attack hits the objects that are within 2 columns. And only the first hit will cause flashing, and the second hit will cause paralysis, or the stun. So if you can end up with a flashing paralyzed Mega Man, which won't really end up with like another combo or follow up if you do it that way.
But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if Zeii can pull off the combo here. In an Avicust here, Zeii does have Tango, and okay, well, yeah, that's funny. People running Tango when we're playing Tango version.
I think that was the intent. That was the intent for a bunch of people to bring.
Yeah,
Tango.
yeah. Okay, I get it. But yeah, should be an interesting matchup. One last thing to mention here is that LuigiMan is running double slow gauge and Zeii is running double fast gauge. So there's going to be the gauge war here. So we're going to see who comes out on top.
Oh yeah.
And
I think it's a little important for Zeii to get his combos out and then just go to the next turn, since they don't have to be. You don't have to wait to actually use your combos for the most part.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think the E code can function fine in normal gauge. It's just you don't want to be in slow gauge.
Yeah.
So if I were Zeii, I would be taking it slow and letting your opponent pop the first gauge.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, with that, I think we can jump into the set. Oh, wait!
Waiting to. Okay. I wonder if that was on purpose. But
Very nice start here from
Yeah.
LuigiMan, despite popping their own Punisher, their own Guardian on themselves. Oh no!
no, you don't have an excuse.
No!
Throwback. You don't have an excuse anymore. Also, yes, it does seem that these holy panels are indeed B code. I did not know they came in B. Next time, LuigiMan.EXE, make sure you choose the holy panel star.
Oh wow! What a combo from Zeii.
That was a very nice counter hit, getting that full synchro on the next follow-up hit.
Yeah, and you have to keep in mind, both players started with the same HP, 1500, so the HP gap between LuigiMan and Zeii is actually not very big, 256, especially considering Zeii has Tango.
LuigiMan, you should have, well, you should have, okay, so LuigiMan chose Invisible and then Life Aura, and Zeii is running the Rush, so we might see this not turn out too well. I'm assuming that Life Aura might not be popped.
Oh, ouch. Alright.
Oh, that's
Oh.
also not very good. Getting this area back as well. Oh, say no! And then Rush!
Oh, wow. That is a very fast first round. Oh, wait. No,
LuigiMan has to match this out? Okay. It's not over.
Oh, wow. That was so close. That was so
yeah,
close.
it's actually almost over. Wait, this could be a 2x Q-Force or 2x...
Oh.
This actually is not...
You want to go for the Q-Force. Go for the Q-Force, because Muramasa will take your opponent to 1 HP and trigger Tango. The Q-Force? Yeah, the Q-Force turnaround, paralysis, so Zeii never gets that Tango to pop out.
Yeah, if you never get into the standing like position, I guess this position where you're able to just freely move, you can't actually activate Tango. If you are continually shooting your Buster, that also counts as not being in the state to activate Tango. It really sucks.
Oh, Element Man SP right off the bat. Going for grass. What could Zeii be trying to do here? Burn square follow up maybe?
Oh, these cubes are gone.
Oh no. Ooh, wow, just dodging that tank cannon.
Oh yeah, wait, so that means that was just a grass Element Man into the next turn.
Dust Beast coming out here for Zeii. Elect Pulse 2 pops anti-damage, but another Elect Pulse 2 gets thrown out here. Ooh. And Prix is gonna interrupt Elix Sword.
Oh, if this charge shot lands, this could actually hurt a lot. That's a 2 times from the ice breaking effect and the grass. Okay, they didn't actually land. Yeah, I think if the area grabs weren't used and the priority was focused on the charge shot there, a lot of damage could have actually have been landed there.
Yeah, that was definitely very, very close to being an extremely painful charge tackle. Ooh, it pulls into LuigiMan.EXE.
Oh, I think that was the white capital.
Oh, but huge retaliation here from LuigiMan.
Yeah,
For the Man.EXE.
very close HP right now. Well, I think LuigiMan is actually aware of that invis, that rush that hasn't been popped yet. That's probably why 2 invises are loaded this turn. Let's see if there are any combos coming up from Zeii this turn that can really turn this around. Very nice from Zeii, getting that value off of that. Oh! Sorry, y'all. Beast out, beast out. Yeah, so now going beast out and IRL, I guess. I believe that was a life hour just chosen from LuigiMan's side, which is a very good thing. Oh, both sides. Oh, and the wind rack to fight that. Oh, but fast gate. Okay, so it's not going to be that big of a deal. Oh yeah, and without the area, it's definitely not going to be enough. Zeii is playing Falzar here, so it could be very easily gotten rid of with the Tengu Cross. But oh, maybe Tengu Cross was already lost on it. Oh, getting rid of that anti-damage as well. Oh, definitely too much of a mash. Ooh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, right, Tango. And I don't believe there are recoveries in this build. Yeah, this might be a little difficult for LuigiMan here. If I were LuigiMan, I think I would take the Holy Panel here. It's definitely eating up space. It's B code.
Yeah, and you could just
oh no!
charge it. Oh no! Oh, okay, that's it.
That's
it. Yeah.
Now. As long as Zeii pushes the B button, it's over.
And that ties it up, so it is 1-1 here. It's a final match will decide the set.
Oh! That was... huh. I would have taken the life orb and gotten rid of Rush. Unless that was a prediction? The full cost? Okay, no. What is Zeii looking for? I think he just wanted to... I think Zeii's just kind of smoothing on his folder, the dust shoot. Ooh, this Electrode will not land, but... Ooh, fast game. Interesting. So that means if LuigiMan really wanted to, he could make this a complete slow gauge turn or round.
Yeah, so unfortunately though, LuigiMan does not have slow gauge in hand here for that immediate flip back to slow gauge. So this could work out for Zeii, but in the long run, this is gonna get stuck on slow gauge.
Yeah, as long as LuigiMan doesn't burn both of those slow gauges, like before the second fast gauge comes out. Ooh, that
Very nice.
that rollback showing that we can land those now. Well, these cubes are actually kind of nice for Zeii here. If somehow they get into a position for a luck SP to land, could be kind of a Zeii, you should.
Oh no!
You had everything.
Oh no! I'm gonna cry. I'm tearing up at how good that could have been.
It could have been so beautiful.
Oh yeah, that could have been a true work of art, a true. Oh no, everything's going wrong.
Wait, I think that's ice. So the one singular important panel that LuigiMan needs here actually cannot be used. And I believe LuigiMan made that panel himself. So that's actually also.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Very unfortunate that ice panel is right there. Still a little difficult to be using these invises because Rush still hasn't been removed.
Ooh, both slow gauges are here, but wait, what?
Interesting decision. I think most likely the play would have at least have been to have taken the slow gauge, like guaranteed that they take the slow gauge, because this fast gauge situation is only benefiting Zeii.
Yeah, for sure. The correct play there would have been to take a slow gauge, and just try to abuse beast charges on this turn.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Oh no!
That was the average 3, right? 3 hits.
No, corner should actually be 4 hits.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Blue Mage and Twitch-Chat. Yeah, I agree. That was kind of a tragedy, but I believe this is LuigiMan's first tournament. Honestly, very good job for showing up. And doing your best, honestly.
Definitely well played to both players there. Yeah, I mean, there's not too much to say. For your first tournament, that was actually a great showing. No one starts off, like playing like an absolute monster. It's something you got to work at over time.
No one starts off being PZ.
Yeah, no one just starts off with. Well, with PZ, it's just. Yeah, I mean, PZ didn't start off being PZ. PZ played an insane amount of matches, put in a lot of work into practice, basically, and then also is clearly doing something really janky with the with the system and just rigging the game so that he gets all the chips. So, yeah, not everyone can be PZ.
Honestly, I don't know how he rigs the system every time.
But yeah, well played to LuigiMan and Zeii. Zeii does take that one 2-1. And I think with that, we can head into setups for our next set of the day, which is Broonster versus Sam Jerka. Okay, so we saw Falzar versus Falzar. We saw Gregar versus Falzar. Now we're seeing Gregar versus Gregar. So this is the complete cycle here. This is gonna round things out so that we see both mirror matchups and then also the rivalry in the first 3 sets of the day. So Broonster here on the left running this duo code setup, it looks like M code and V code with the U code splash for defense. Well, I mean, it is Gregar, so a huge allowance can be made here in terms of, you know, a lot more star-coded chips, a lot of chips that are going to be used for beast charges and such.
I believe I think it's a little crazy to see V code. I mean, it's not crazy, but V code without the Super Vulcan, and I actually didn't know Bubble Star 2 and Electragon came in V.
Yeah, V code is a great code for Gregar in terms of the Elect Cross synergy, but the problem here is, yeah, there's no Super Vulcan, so I'm not sure that this was like the ideal code here to run. But at any point, or in any case, it is an MV duo code, but it seems weird because of the number of chips and the number of offensive chips taken in each code being just kind of on the low side.
Yeah, and I think the star hitter chips in the 2 codes honestly just aren't here. Like, I would have, if you bought M, I would have thought, oh, there's going to be a Muramasa, but there's no Muramasa. If you bought V, you would have brought Super Vulcan. I didn't see that either. So I think it's just sort of, you just gonna get damage just spread out, I guess, right? Like,
yeah, it's a bit strange for sure. And M code does have a lot of Tomahawk cross synergy, but Broonster is playing Gregar. So,
you're right.
So I'm not gonna be able to charge the Risky Honey. The Risky Honey isn't gonna have any boosts on it. There's no double point or attack plus 30 in this folder, so it's kind of just like a random Risky Honey. It might be pretty solid in this specific matchup because this will be Gregar versus Gregar. So if your opponent goes into Electros, you could catch them off guard with the Risky Honey for a quick decross.
And if your opponent uses Cold Force, it can be a last-ditch effort to try and defend yourself if you predict it.
Yeah, definitely if you're able to react to that Kernel Force and predict the Kernel Force coming out, the Risky Honey can be a very solid additional defense against it. Broonster is also running Tomahawk Man Star, and then Judge Man and Judge Man SP, so a little bit of extra area control there, but Broonster only has 2 area grabs as well, so the variety, or rather like the Broonster's ability to make like an offensive slash play is going to be quite limited here. And the area grabs as well. Usually you see Gregar running more area grabs because reducing your opponent's area is also going to help you land the Elec Breath and Heat Breath and your Beast Charges in general, just restricting your opponent's movement. But with only 2 area grabs, it's going to be interesting to see what Broonster does here. On the right side, we have Sam Jerka, who I think this is their first tournament. And they are running B-Code Gregar. like I said, with the action wave, a lot of people gravitated towards B-Code Gregar. And it seems like a lot of newer players tend to go for it as well. So, B-Code, of course, very strong. You've got Blastman SP, Protoman SP, just the usual suspects right there. But this looks like
This
Oh, this is
Double
okay,
hero.
Double hero. This is double hero setup. Okay. So yeah, there is the wide blade and long blade in B code along with Protoman SP, and that is going to lead to double hero coming up. There's 3 risky honey 1s, 3 machine gun 3s. So erase cross gonna be very beneficial if you can get a heavy machine gun turn. The risky honey is also useful, of course, for the decross and for defensive plays. But there actually isn't too much outside of that. So I think a lot of this match is gonna be the cross mind game and just charge shots and footsies. So we're gonna have to see how that plays out.
Just one last thing I wanted to say. I think this was like the first time Sam Jerka was actually. I think this is like their first tournament, and they honestly did not know how bad Double Hero was, I believe. So I think initially they thought that Double Hero could at least remove Life Aura. It doesn't. Just putting that out there. It's not as good as you think it is. You know, it's a bunch of individual hits that add up to like a normal amount. And I don't even think it adds up to that much.
I think it adds up to an okay amount, technically speaking, but like just okay. Right?
Yeah, it's just okay.
So you're doing the program advance just to get some okay damage. With I think with the same number of chip slots, you could easily do more damage if you just worked on like the elemental synergies and such. So it's B code, so you could, if you just focused on getting fire on grass, I think that would easily be more damage than a double hero.
Yeah.
But but I mean, there's the swag of double hero. You know, the swag of
it does look cool
of getting a program advance. But definitely, if you were trying to go for like the optimal build, you usually want to skip out on something like that. In terms of like the viable, and I don't want to use that word too lightly, but in terms of like the program advances that we commonly see that are like that are really pulling their weight. It really tends to be like Dest Pulse, and I can't even think of anything else off the top of my head. Like Dest Pulse is really the biggest one because the status effect goes through status guard.
Yeah, it's actually kind of insane how good it is in terms of like making your opponent just kind of suffer. And the stun is also the longest in the game, I believe. Is that correct? It causes the most stun compared to like any other chip.
Yeah, I believe it does. It's just that obviously you're probably not going to have like really strong follow up because it is J code. So usually it's just going to be it tends to just be like the standalone and then a little bit of utility from your star coded chips on that turn, or maybe like an Elect Pulse 2 to lead. But yeah, in any case, program advances generally don't see too much use in Battle Network 6. Poison Pharaoh, really niche, but it can be like a really clean finisher, or it can have a really huge impact. But generally, Death Pulse is the one we see. But yeah, I am so excited to see whether or not this double hero is going to come out and what kind of impact it'll have.
Yeah, I'm ready to get into the match if you are.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, the grab banish is dragged. I didn't even notice. Oh, there's a reflective 3 in here too. Maybe that's interesting.
Oh, Playmaker in YouTube chat brought up Bodyguard and Corn Fiesta. Bodyguard is, I guess, the other one that I would say is like really strong potentially, or you can justify it using it basically.
Yeah. Because Bodyguard, if all 10 hits of it land, it does add up to 1,000 damage, which does actually justify using 2 chips if you ask me. Usually if you put on like a white capsule onto it and they aren't using Tomahawk Cross, it can just all land and really mess them up.
Yeah, and it's especially good against Gregor because they don't have a way of protecting, they don't have status guard as an option, so...
I think probably the biggest issue with Bodyguard is that it is a trap if your opponent is using something like like some cursor chip like circle gun, Mach gun, the charge, the beast arrow, the tail arrow of their beast, erase beast thing, then that can definitely just make you lose all your value in one little hit.
Yeah, so definitely still situational value there, but you can also use it as a time freeze counter, so you could actually throw it up right before they hit you with like a Judgman or any other time freeze offensive chip, other than the cursor ones, of course, and you would actually just be able to force it pop right there. So there's still application there. Ooh, and this is a cracked panel starting field, which gives Sam Jerka a huge advantage. Oh, and we see the double hero.
We're not seeing double hero this round.
Yeah, we see the double hero broken apart in the very first turn right off the bat. We see a lawn blade come out.
Maybe it's because the custom screen on their side was really plugged, because there's only one custom in here technically.
Yeah, for both players. Oh, and the tomahawk is gonna just not connect right there.
Oh, this gets rid of the invisible as well. Oh, I think that sent more bees.
Ooh, both players trading charge shots here.
Oh, that circle gun would probably not land with all these set up right now.
These broken panels are going to prevent the circle gun from landing on them, so it's gonna have to be a little bit of a... Bruiser's gonna need some patience here. Gonna need to wait for Sam Jerka to at least hop off of these panels, or for the panels to return. So Banish comes out for Sam Jerka.
Oh, it does land. Interesting, nice. Okay,
so
that was good.
Yeah, Program SP gets stolen, but it also gets it doesn't connect at the very least. End of turn invis there for Sam Jerka.
Very strong option, but it could be. Oh, going for the beast first and then the Judgman? Wait, oh yeah, that was bees with white capsule. Okay, but those bees might not land. Invisible in play.
Yeah, Broonster's gonna have to wait until almost the end of the turn.
Oh, that was a perfect TFC timing. The Judgman stun is actually longer stun than the Erase Man stun, so that would have actually been nice to have seen. Oh.
Yeah, and the Reflector does not finish charging there for the Heat Breath.
We may see an E-Cross in this win rack here if no Beast or Crosses chain is activated, I guess, here.
Ooh, into the Slash Cross, so there's going to be no D-Cross right there. Blastman SP does connect.
You don't dodge. Oh, okay.
Oh, and it was White Capsule!
Oh no!
Oh no.
I believe there aren't very many Navi chips that actually can stand on a hole.
There are a few, but most of them can't, for sure.
It's like Dive and Blast and Elec, I believe. I don't know if there's anything else. I don't know if actually, I don't know about Elec. Elec might be not one of them. Oh yeah, Roll is one of them.
Ooh, Judgman SP. Getting stolen by Anti-Navi right there, but not connecting. The Raised Tail does connect with the Life Aura and destroys it, so... Broonster out of Beast turns, though.
I kind of disagree with not using the aura. I kind of disagree with Sam Jerka's decision to go into Slash when there's no... Okay, that's good. But there was no area grabs in play, so that was probably not the best idea.
Oh, but then go... Wait, what?
What? If you have two area grabs, what did you... Oh my god. Why didn't you say slash?
Oh no! And walking into the slash.
Oh, because of cold one. Maybe that's why. Okay, this looks alright. Oh! The only way out is in left. And it has to be mashed out. Oh, wait, no. Okay, yeah, that's all you have to do, smash. Clearly see that soldier hasn't pointed his gun at you. You're good. Just mash.
Oh, that was so close.
Yeah. Sam Jerka does not have what's it called? Float shoes either. So if he stepped back, I would have been done. Oh, I didn't notice the air hockey in here.
I mean, I'm a poison seed appreciator, so I appreciate that the final little poison seed at the end.
I think if the wind rack came after the poison seed, that could have been interesting to see, because it could have pushed Sam Jerka into the poison panels.
Ooh, Judgment SP right away. This is going to force Sam Jerka to... Yeah, so Sam Jerka loses those stolen panels right as soon as they move back.
And both sides only have like two area grabs left, so... Oh, okay, usually you put banish after the area grab. This is exactly why. Yeah,
so this isn't gonna result in a very good situation here.
The air hockey going right down the hole. A few points to Broonster for landing it.
Yeah, that's how you play hockey, right?
Yeah, you throw it into the hole.
Yeah, you toss it into the hole. Ooh, Windrat coming out, takes care of the life aura.
Oh, okay, alright. Oof.
Interesting chip exchange right there. Element Man does come out here for Sam Jerka.
Okay, not getting rid of these poison panels. I guess he appreciates them just as much as you do. The anti-recovery will not be seeing use this game because there are no recoveries in Sam Jerka's folder.
Yeah, definitely quite an awkward situation right here.
Oh, interesting. Just circling. What? Why?
Wait, why?
Oh, maybe that was Sam Jerka being afraid of the beast tail, because I believe Sam Jerka talked about beast tail for a while. Not a while, but there was a little bit of talk about it being really powerful. Maybe he was just afraid of it. That's my only guess.
I don't know. The erase tail. I don't know. Yeah, personally, I don't think erase tail is something you can really react to. Like, I don't see the point of
circling the map like that and not using your charge shots. Yeah, I know.
Or even like circling onto the poison panels. I think if you really wanted to, you would just do up and down movement.
Right, this is true. Oh yeah, there's double hero.
There's double hero. Yeah,
I think
it does not break life aura.
Okay, yeah, Samuel Jerka in Twitch chat confirming that yes, he was afraid of trip charge, but no, you could have just moved up and down if you really wanted to.
Yeah. Up and down movement isn't going to be any slower than circling around like that into the poison panels. Oh no, this is okay.
Really coming in clutch there. Oh, right. That was anti-recovery, so that won't actually be doing anything. Well, I would have just brought the Vanish there. I think Sam Jerka's out of area as well.
That is a that's Colonel Force right there.
No. Wait, no, this is perfect. Oh
Oh no!
Oh wow!
That could have
actually could have been.
That could have been. Yeah, that could have been in Broonster's favor. That could have been a game for Broonster right there.
Can't blame rollback.
But yeah, that was a pretty big difference in terms of the Colonel Force impacts there. Sam Jerka actually using Beast and getting a 4-panel Colonel Force, I think.
It was. I don't believe Broonster was on the bottom row, so it ended up being a 2. But one of 2. One of the 2. It was either. I don't believe it was the bottom panel. At least. I don't recall if it was the middle one, which would have only meant 2 rows of Colonel Force.
Oh wow, that is so much damage right there.
Yeah, that was a lot. The Beast, the machine gun from the Beast, Gregor Beast is so powerful.
Yeah, definitely the Gregor Vulcan holding its weight there.
Oh, we might see a decross here. Oh, synchro. This reflector. Okay, no, it's not going to land.
Yeah, but this full synchro can still be put to use here.
Does full synchro time out?
It does time out, so you want to use it on. You don't want to wait too long, for sure. I think it's less than like a normal gauge turn.
Actually, I always thought it was like longer than the. I thought it was longer time. Ooh, this is not staying then.
Yeah, it gets lost right there, that Proto Man. Ooh, yeah, Tomahawk Man does not connect either.
Also, with all those judgments and erasement being used up in the first turn, there was actually no way to get rid of that invisible, other than maybe going into Erase Beast. But that would have lost the full synchro as well.
Ooh, a lot of chips being mashed out here. Not having a huge effect.
Oh, these poison panels will take their toll.
Yeah, the poison panel is definitely going to have quite a debilitating effect here for Sam Jerka. It was really unfortunate that that Invis came out when it did, because otherwise Sam could have stepped back and blocked the poison, so it only affects one panel.
Oh, on an input check coming in. The synchro does not time out. I'm sorry.
Oh, really?
Done synth timeout.
Oh, really? So only Agar times out.
Yeah, it's actually what I was thinking. Because I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, synchro does actually like last a while.
So huge Colonel Force turn for Sam Jerka here. Both players down to almost double-digit HP, but Sam Jerka losing so much HP to these poison panels.
Oh, and Sam Jerka cannot beast over as well. So if Sam Jerka cannot dodge this may actually be okay.
Oh no! Oh wow! So that times 2 tank cannon 3 connected and destroyed the life aura.
Note to everybody else that does tank cannon 3 already do 200 plus? Or?
Yeah, it already breaks life aura. It already does 200 damage.
Oh,
so.
Okay. When at least I will say that when you beast over, like when you become invincible or whatever, a bunch of I think all your null chips become ×2 damage. In case you didn't know that.
Yeah, so it actually is a super heavy hitter in Beast Over, but at the same time, you're also going to be relying on the Beast AI to hit it. So usually it doesn't get optimal usage right there.
Oh, you're right. GG's to both players. That was wow. It's always nice to see new players play because they show you a bunch of stuff that you wouldn't really think of.
Yeah. Well played to Broonster and Sam Jerka there. Yeah, a solid set. It was very interesting to watch.
Well, I'll be really interested in seeing these players, continue to play and try and improve.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be interesting what these players look like a few months from now, and how much improvement they're going to show. And yeah, I can't wait for that, honestly. Because, this is only their... I mean, for Sam Jerka, this is, I think, their first tournament ever, so... I'm not sure if they were playing last week.
I believe they were playing not in the tournament, but just like in general.
Just in general. Yeah, so they've been playing for such a short period of time. So there's still so much to learn and so much to improve on.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to be really hoping that we get some more players, trying to improve their stuff.
Yeah, and with that, I think we can head into setups for our next set of the day, which is playerzero versus Marvino. And with that, we are back to the rival matchup, the rival versions. playerzero on the left with Balzar, and Marvino on the right with Gregar.
And playerzero, a veteran player, probably one of the strongest players in the server. Very nice to see him back after that break.
Yeah, I don't want to say... So, when it comes to the top players on the server, I don't want to say for sure there's one top player, but there are multiple contenders, I want to say, and playerzero is definitely a contender for the top player on the server.
Absolutely.
We like to joke around about how insanely lucky playerzero is, but also playerzero, this important thing is it's not just luck. playerzero definitely has the skill to back it up, definitely has that decision making, the experience, and folder building as well is really solid. So
yeah, very strong. There's uninstall. It has basically everything you could ever want. And Marvino just gonna have to do their best to fight this very strong build.
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be rough. Marvino here playing Delta Ray Edge, Gregar, usually considered not quite as good as Kernel Force because there are ways to deny it. It can definitely get messed up by field, like just getting a bad field of permaholes on it. It can get messed up by your opponent. If your opponent manages to just hug the very top, then Delta Ray Edge will never activate.
Yeah.
So obviously as Gregar though, you've got some line nukes. You've got Elect Cross, Erase Cross, Heat Cross, Charge Cross. You've got 4 crosses that can kind of force your opponent out of the top row. So there's still counterplay available. We like to joke around about how like Delta Ray Edge just hug the top and it doesn't hit you at all. But Gregar still has options available to force your opponent to move. And so it's going to be an interesting matchup in that regard. And we see playerzero here playing, this is a G code with a ton of splash, both offensive and defensive splash in it. You've got the usual Neo variable Meteor Knuckle. And this is the also the Gambling Buster, a Navicust right here. So no bug stop, and you've got attack max, speed max, charge max, all bugged, I believe. So there's the Buster Jam procs that are going to be coming out eventually. Bug fix, you can see it ordered at the very top here for the maximum pull chance here. So playerzero gonna try to get that bug fixed early. There's uninstall as well, so those air shoes on Marvino's side, they may not be on by the end of the match. Overall, an insanely strong build from an insanely strong player on the left side. Marvino on the right, we've mentioned the Delta Ray Edge, but also there's these Summon Black 3 and Summon Black 2 on Z and O code. You also have Recovery 200s and 300s in those same codes. So this is actually a really interesting build here. It's actually very, very strong, I would say. So because it's got this it's got the synergy there. And I believe that this is actually a broken panel setup here. So
Yes.
Marvino will create broken panels just by walking around, and then we'll be able to step back and pop Summon Blacks. So creating your own free broken panels in order to use the Summon Blacks. Summon Black is a very powerful chip. Even Summon Black 2 will destroy Life Aura or Barrier 200 in a single blow. It does hit 200 damage from just Summon Black 2. Summon Black 3 does 260, Summon Black 2 does 200. So also very painful to receive Summon Black while you're in Tengu Cross, right? You can take 400 or 520 damage. So something to keep in mind, especially with how much Tengu lock tends to be abused. That will make you think twice about it. It's still going to be safe to go into Tengu if you can hug the front and you already have 2 area grabs up on your opponent, because the Summon Blacks need to be in front of your opponent. So if you're standing directly in front of your opponent, it's not going to work. Delta Ray Edge, also a huge threat against Tengu, so playerzero might want to go for other crosses in this matchup. Something else is Marvino.
There's also a lot of barriers. Oh, so go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, I just want to say that there's a bunch of barriers here, so that actually would also tempt PZ to go into Tengu, I feel like, because there's 2 barrier 100s, 2 barrier 100s, 1 barrier 200, and a Life Aura. So it's a very defensive build to actually be running, and Tengu would help a lot if it were usable, but it's actually quite scary to be using it right now.
So normally I would say that you would want to go into Tengu Cross to get rid of the barriers. But with all these swords, that's not an option. But at the same time, it's playerzero, you can't forget, and it's the Gambling Buster. So two Buster Jam procs will get rid of a barrier 100. So with playerzero's luck, I expect to see these barrier 100s getting knocked down relatively quickly. And it is going to be a slow gauge coming out from Marvino, so that will actually not necessarily be completely in Marvino's favor, even with this being Gregar versus Falzar, because of the Buster Jam procs.
Yeah, absolutely. Wait, hold on. Yeah, okay. Before we head into the match, there's a donation that we have to shout out here.
Yeah, we just got a donation from Zeii, who donated $20 and says, "Sorry I'm late. Rollback hype. #Tango Team." Yeah, thank you, Zeii, for the $20 donation. And yeah, we're noting your Tango and your Navigust right there. But yeah, I think a couple of other players also running Tango this cycle. But yeah, I think with that, we are good to go into the match itself. Okay, no turn 1 bug fix here, playerzero.
And no turn 1 uninstall.
Yeah, no turn 1 uninstall, no turn 1 bug fix. But turn 1 Life Aura instead, so...
Oh yeah, I mean, that's just as good, honestly.
So basically that's like a free ticket to your turn 2, and then you see the bug fix and uninstall come up. So yeah, playerzero gain a decent hand here.
Yeah, honestly, this is really solid. I don't think there's any mock guns in here either, so this might be a little bit of trouble for Marvino.
Yeah, it's important to keep in mind though that the Summon Black, even the Summon Black 2 will take care of Life Aura. So this Life Aura might not see.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, right off the bat. So Life Aura getting very little value here.
Yeah, when I saw the O code, I kind of had the feeling it was coming up.
Ooh, then first Elect Cross Charge Shot does connect here, and then end of turn. Player Zero, you know, even having to contend with these Elect Cross Charge Shots, just throwing out the Dust Punches in retaliation, which also makes Marvino not want to step into them, so there's a little bit of a movement restriction there, not wanting to lose that barrier 100 so quickly.
Oh, it's here. Uninstall's here. I mean, turn 2 uninstall is good.
Yeah, turn 2 uninstall. It's gonna be a huge issue considering Marvino's build, actually, right? Creating your own broken panels. If your air shoes get knocked off, your ability to navigate the field is going to be greatly diminished considering the build you're running.
And it's actually quite difficult to actually not play with that around. Like the holes are actually a huge problem when you have neither float or air shoes, because the chance of actually making a cracked panel is pretty high. Ooh, PG's gonna have to get rid of this aura somehow. Barrier and anti-damage somehow if he wants to land this uninstall. But it might be possible to be shot and slow gauge.
Yeah, definitely in a slow gauge turn, possibilities here. Oh, and yeah, there's that single P shot that I don't think that was actually a charge shot. I think that was a P shot that ended up being a Buster proc, a Buster jam. But
I don't think PZ wants to go into Tengu. It's going to be too difficult to get rid of the anti-damage if he goes into Tengu here.
Yeah, and definitely the threat of the Summon Black's also gonna prevent that Tengu from coming out.
And going into Spout might not be the best idea with the Electros in play right now.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, think twice about it.
Think
twice about it, easy, think twice.
Those holes are really important to get off. Ooh, okay, might be time to just throw this out. But let's see what he does.
Oh. Elect Breath connecting into a Wind Rack. This is now a ×2 static thanks to the anchor. But yeah, it does. The uninstall does not connect. It does not actually land any damage because of the anti-damage there. And Life Aura comes out for Marvino here.
Very unfortunate for PZ to not actually land that uninstall there. It would have been a huge advantage.
Oh, but this is huge. Player Zero does have +2 area and is going to Tengu this turn, so this could be a really brutal turn.
And the Summon Blacks can't land either, and as long as Marvino keeps moving, those holes will also prevent Delta Ray from landing as well.
Yeah, definitely. The fact that Summon Blacks can't be used in this position, it's going to be huge for Player Zero, and Player Zero goes into Tengu knowing this, so
now all PZ has to do is wait for a Grab Revenge and then use an anti-damage to protect himself from the pushback, and that's it.
Oh, but in this is going to be a huge... Oh, okay. Player Zero does protect from this Judge Man using his anti-damage. It would have been 200 damage otherwise.
Ooh, perfect. Just boom.
Oh!
That's very nice. Well, very nice from Marvino.
Yeah, solid play from Marvino right there, preventing that Tengu lock from coming back. Oh, but the Wood Dragon, that is going to be a
Ooh, there's Summon Black!
Oh, no!
Clean 400 plus, I think?
Yeah, 400 damage for Summon Black 2. And
no defenses this turn.
And a Recovery 300 popping out as well.
Ooh, I don't know what you do, PZ. Without any defenses, this is looking pretty done. On a slow gauge turn,
Yeah, I'm not sure if PZ can pull this off. It would have to be off of a counter hit, right? You'd have to get full synchro here in order to get enough damage to close this out. So this is actually going to be pretty scary. Especially considering your opponent doesn't have any incentive to use anything other than their Buster here.
yeah, and even if defense did come out, this Beast Tail is pretty difficult to dodge. Yeah, there it is.
Ooh, but this field might be pretty good for PZ. So right off the bat, you have the Super Rocks right here on an all grass field. So if you can keep some of that grass until turn 2, you could do an Element Man SP on grass, or a Heat Dragon, right?
Oh, well, it will be a little difficult for these grass panels to stay because of the cracked panel bug on Marvino's side.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's very true.
He's probably going to be moving back and forth very quickly to try and get maybe something back to come out. So I don't think he will actually be staying.
Yeah, and Marvino might go into Charge Cross and just Charge Tackle these grass panels away.
Yeah, that as well. Oh, yeah, there it is.
There it is.
There it goes.
Right off the bat, and there goes the one cube or the one rock that managed to get sucked up. Invis, area grab, and slow gauge there. So PZ now has Invis in play. But with slow gauge, this Invis is not going to last too long in terms of the percentage of the next turn.
PZ does also have the Bubble Star to actually counter this Charge Cross here. Let's see if he actually goes for it though. I don't really agree with going into a cross though, because that would mean you have to just pull for bug fix manually.
Yeah, and now it's going to be pretty rough because each turn now is going to last so long with that slow gauge in play that like trying to fish through your folder is going to be so painful. So that dust cross value just went up.
Yeah, I think that was a pretty alright, definitely pretty alright play. There is still a Mach Gun in there to pair with the Mach Gun as well. I mean, they uninstall later on. So this is, I think, pretty fine.
Barrier 100 and anti-damage coming up for Marvino, and that is going to be very good protection against this Bubble Star 3. Aiming for that Bubble Star 3 to connect and get a D-Cross, but it looks like... Oh no!
Yeah, once it hit halfway plus... Oh, this is actually totally fine now. PZ is totally okay to just go into Tengu now. Because even if Custom Bug does kick in, it will only remove the latest chip. And Bug Fix will still be there. So I think Tengu Cross is actually pretty reasonable now. Maybe. There are Summon Black still in play, but there are no holes that can actually make a Summon Black come out. Very unfortunate that not even the Bubble Star didn't even hit, so that means the Wood Dragon didn't hit either.
Yeah, but the Sanctuary is providing quite some value to player 0 in terms of reducing this charge shot damage from Marvino.
Yeah, and if Life Aura comes into play, it will actually be a little difficult for Marvino to take out the Life Aura over the Holy Panels.
Yeah, Marvino does have 2 Wind Racks in their folder, so it's still possible to get rid of it, but ooh, just the anti-damage. Barrier 100.
We may see another Block 2 in this turn.
Yeah, but it won't punch through this Life Aura plus the Holy Panels.
Very nice, very nice. Baiting out that tail arrow.
Marvino being cheeky here. Not even holding the Buster, but just tapping it repeatedly.
And the N1GP stating that I think he's shooting to the music, which I could see.
Ooh, so corner Meteor Knuckles here would be very painful, and then with a Neo variable follow-up, so we'll see how Marvino reacts to this and whether or not Marvino has the defense to protect from this. Ooh, Heat Beast. That is actually a good response to the situation.
Oh, this could hurt.
Ooh, and very nice stepping into center there.
Only 2 hits.
Only 2 hits is actually below average, so PZ getting some bad luck there.
I never thought I'd see the day.
Yeah. Alright, I expect to see PZ get compensated by the Buster Jam procs.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that... Yeah, unfortunate.
Yeah, it was. I think when you saw all the Z code, it was you could kind of feel it coming.
Ooh, and here are the recovery 300s. This would top PZ off, actually, right back to 1800, so... It has been very difficult for Marvino to make any damage, any substantial damage really stick on PZ here. Just no way to get rid of these holy panels so far.
Ooh, we are getting the uninstall turn this time. Let's see if that actually lands. There are still, I believe, the Barrier 200 and Life Aura are both gone. There might just be one more Barrier 100 in there, but that means there's a pretty solid chance of this landing, I think. Shoot through it. Ooh, and the counter hit to top it off. Very nice.
Yeah, and this is also a +1 area situation for playerzero, so able to get his guaranteed Tomahawk swings out with a max attack. These are very, very painful.
With most of Marvino's damage dealing chips out of the way, this is looking very difficult.
Yeah, playerzero definitely had some excellent defensive play to get to this point.
Looks
like,
yeah, PZ will not be leaving this panel or this advantageous area. Why aren't you shooting? Okay. I think he just didn't know what to do. Right? Or do you think he didn't want those?
I guess the holy panels. Yeah, I guess PZ didn't even think he needed the holy panels at this point. So
okay, yeah, fair enough. And also, that did not give invincibility, the flashing. So that was very nice as well. Maybe that wasn't any.
Yeah, I think it may have been intended there. Ooh, yeah, this is huge. It's gonna be a D-cross. And uninstall landing as well. Groundman SP as well to follow up, so a huge turn 1 for player 0.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow.
Ooh, but some retaliation here. Summon Black 3 coming out.
I wonder if he's even
And-
into...
Another Summon Black 3 coming out, so 520 damage back right at player 0.
And Marvino does have more recoveries, technically. I believe most of the time they're being used for beast charges, but this is pretty solid. The turn 1 bug fix giving player 0 a lot of freedom with how he wants to be using these chips here. I think player 0 is thinking he can just mash out these area grabs because that anti-damage definitely wants to be used a little later.
Yeah, the risk is also a bit lower now that player 0 has seen both Summon Black 3s come out.
Well, that's true.
At worst, it's only going to be a Summon Black 2 that would deal a D-cross here, so... Ooh. Yeah, there's a Tengu lock.
Yeah, very important that this is playing out the way it is. So PZ has a very solid position to keep this up. Oh! Why didn't that...
Because air shoes have been taken off of the...
right.
Yeah, uninstall did connect with that static on turn 1, so no more air shoes. It is going to limit Marvino's movement.
Oh, we could see we could see Max Knuckles this turn. With PZ's luck, we could be maxed.
PZ will actually have to wait for those panels to come back and for Marvino to either step up or down. But yeah, in that situation, that will be Max Knuckles. Well, it's PZ, so I guess PZ could also just use the Meteor Knuckles in the center and still get Max Knuckles.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
He'll be fine. Ooh.
But Tengu takes care of it immediately.
I wonder if that was a mistake.
It's possible, yeah.
Because I really think there was not much value to be taken from those, from actually just using the Life Aura.
Ooh, and this paralysis. Oh no!
Oh, 6.
Yeah, 6 hits from the Knuckles right there.
Shadow20 in Twitch chat asking, was the breath countered by anti-damage? When you are in Beast, in Gregor Beast, you have super armor. So he just got pushed back by the charge shot of Tengu, which has push. And when you get pushed by like a wind chip usually, or wind chip, or I guess the banish and revenge chips, you just get forced out of your action, basically.
Yeah, it's the push and drag effects. They will interrupt you. So like Elec Pulse 2 as well.
Yes, even if you don't go anywhere, and press on. Oh, I like that from PZ actually, deciding to leave Tengu, concluding that, yeah, I can't keep this area any longer.
Oof, and that is very painful right there. I think that might be the deciding factor in this match, because Elec Breath would have been a really nice way of dealing with those holy panels, but player 0 pops the Sanctuary at the end of this turn, and when there's no time left and no chips probably in Marvino's hand to charge in order to get rid of the Sanctuary.
Yeah. And now Marvino's just stuck. He doesn't really have much freedom to actually move. Ooh, very nice use of the charge tackle when you're trying to dodge these things. Not trapping yourself.
Ooh. Some Black 2 gonna get countered by this anti-damage here. which is also going to force Marvino to move in order to dodge the anti-damage star to protect the barrier 100.
But now Marvino is actually trapped for the time being. Of course, Marvino could use a grab revenge or a area grab to try and take back barrier to start moving again, but it's only a matter of time before he gets stuck again.
Yeah, player 0 in a solid position here.
Oh, the bug fix actually will help a lot, and we'll get rid of the panel bug. Cracked panel bug.
Yeah, and I do think all of the summon blacks have been seen already, so... Ooh, yeah, it's a very painful charge shackle to take on the grass. That actually closes the distance by a little bit here.
I believe that was the last barrier 100 as well. Maybe that was last game, but oh, we saw the life aura as well. Maybe the life aura and barrier 200 were together when a recharge was used. That's kind of my guess.
Easy, taking it slow here.
Ooh, two hits from the dragon.
Oh, that is going to be the Race Man connecting into a Dust Punch that does not connect actually, so Marvino mashing out quite quickly.
Yep, barrier grab is after that. Ooh, not enough time to use the invis.
And PZ actually down to 5 chips there.
And there's a lot of HP still left. I think the only way for these... actually, no. You could still get a lot of damage, like if you went into regular Element Man Grass into an Element Man Fire. Or Element SP Fire, rather. Oh, the other... Marvino may be waiting on an attacking chip. That's kind of the impression I have right now.
Yeah, I think both players are just waiting for their opponent to use a chip here. Player 0 does have Buster Jam, so...
But these holes may add up, possibly? Ooh, that was also another big hit.
Ooh, and another one. Barrier 200 comes out for Marvino.
Oh?
Player 0 still holding on to this invis. I think, I don't think we've seen Delta Ray Edge yet, so I think this invis is specifically to counter Delta Ray Edge.
Ooh, he's not winning these shades though.
Yeah, these charge shackles, it finally comes out, and Player 0 is saved from the Delta Ray Edge by this invis, so it finally pays off here, patience. But this is very dangerous for Marvino because even though Player 0 is on low HP, Element Man and Element Man SP can be used to combo, to do a really nasty combo and get double damage. Either through Grass into Fire or just going for the D-Cross, the Element Water.
Yeah, this is absolutely still anyone's game. There's another barrier.
Oh, it's gonna get rid. Yeah, it's gonna go wood. Yeah, and it's going to take out the barrier 100, and then there's gonna be a potential for 480 from Element SP Fire on Grass.
Yeah, I think it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, so gonna go for the D-Cross first.
Oh, the 480 will not be happening. If the Broonster are faster, maybe, but.
It might still happen. This is a very close.
Definitely possible. It's definitely possible. If it doesn't happen this turn, a Beast Over will be happening from Marvino's side, and I think that's it. We just have to see the damage judge. Yeah, number 240. But still good. It's still good damage.
Oh, and I think that... Huh, alright.
Alright, PG just has the dodge speed now. Yep, this is the movement to be dodging this. Excellent.
Ooh,
Yeah, I think PZ... I think Marvino had more recoveries. Also, I don't know if anything else happened.
Yeah, Marvino has 200 extra HP over PZ, and then has more recoveries, so an extra 400 HP in recoveries over PZ. So definitely when it goes to damage judge like that, PZ should be winning, and that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, amazing last game. Oh, wait, hold on. Isn't it last night? No, it's not, right? Yeah, it's not. Sorry, my bad. Amazing game from both players. I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, extremely high level play from playerzero and Marvino there. Actually, a really good. That was really good Gregor representation, even though it was like this really weird folder with Delta Ray Edge and Summon Black 3, Summon Black 2, a lot of barriers. This really, really weird kind of Gregor folder, but like there's still really strong synergies in there, and it's still actually a really strong build, despite the fact that it's like some people would say it's not like an optimal build or like the strongest Gregor build you could do. It's still actually it was very interesting. It actually put up a huge fight against playerzero, who's running a pretty try-hard build with
Yeah, actually. Very, very, very well, I don't know about it's definitely a very strong build, like from what you'd expect from this game in general.
Definitely playerzero playing like this build is up there, right, in terms of playerzero builds. And so Marvino definitely showing the caliber of their play. That was just really excellent play overall from both players. So
yeah, GG's to both sides. Really glad I got to watch that.
Yeah, and with that, I think we can head into setups for our next set of the day, which should be Salad versus Flop Tart. Okay, so this looks like... I'm trying to spot the differences. This looks pretty typical in terms of Salad B code. There's the base anomaly, which is quite normal. Blastman SP, Protoman SP, yeah. 2 anti-damage, 3 invis. So I think normally you'd see 3 anti-damage, but one of the anti-damages actually gets swapped out here for anti-navi. I think that's the difference here. And then obviously the Salad cust being played by Salad.
Yep.
On the right, we have Flop Tart playing S-Code in Gregor. S-Code is another one of those pretty solid codes. It's got a nice chip selection, and chips are just kind of just strong elemental coverage. There's just a lot of options in S-Code, and then running /man SP and EX in code.
Oh.
I don't know about EX. Okay,
yeah, I don't know about that.
EX is hard to justify the mega chip slot, but SP /man SP definitely really strong. If you can get that area advantage, and with Flop Tart's 5 area grabs and 1 grab banish, it's possible to get a +2 area on your opponent and get that maximum /man SP damage. And obviously in Gregor, Flop Tart is chosen to run Kernel Force, especially with all of these area grabs. So a lot of potential damage coming out here through the Kernel Force, through the Buster. And actually Flop Tart also playing Tango, so in their Navi Cust, the Tango representation. Yeah, it is a low HP build actually, 1400 HP in Gregor. You don't see that that often. Usually you'll see like 1500 HP. That's the norm. But in order to fit in this Tango,
Tango could potentially be a barrier 100 plus 300 if it procs.
Yeah, so it does end up being pretty decent, pretty high value. Yeah, it should be interesting to see how this plays out. It is Falzar versus Gregar. And I think that's it from me.
Yeah, I think I honestly don't have much else to say. These are pretty solid builds. S code is a little, I feel like a little rare, but it's still pretty solid. But other than that, I'd like to see how these two play out. So I'm ready to move into the match.
The one thing I want to mention here is that there's double slow gauge coming in from Flop Tart and no gauges on Salad side. So it's going to be totally up to Flop Tart to pop that slow gauge, and it's just going to get stuck into slow gauge for the rest of the match like that. So the other slow gauge you can just beast charge. So in terms of the gauge interactions, this is almost definitely going to be a slow gauge matchup.
Yeah, and it'll probably be better at slow gauge for Flop Tart because of the max attack build that Flop Tart has right now. So
that is true. Yeah, and so I think with that we can jump to the set. So the thing is that even in slow gauge, it can be really hard for Gregar if you end up getting decrossed. A lot of your offensive power comes from your crosses and those charge shots that you get, like slash cross at +1 area, elect and erase cross all the time pretty much. Those are all really effective. And also your beasts, right? So erase beast, elect beast, keep beast, all of the beasts. Also, if you end up getting decrossed, the base Gregar beast just isn't gonna put out the same amount of damage, not even close, compared to those beasts. So even though we're probably going to see this end up being slow gauge, there's still a lot of potential here for Salad to come out ahead, even in the slow gauge turns.
Yep, there it is. Oh, this life oil might be pretty nice to have. It looks like it'll be a full slow gauge turn with life aura, so Salad just has to fight it.
Yeah, so this is just going to be a footsies game to avoid the erase beam. So just the first hit, second one misses, third one misses.
Luckily for Salad, these are pretty slow. Like once you miss one, you have to wait a fair amount of time to shoot the next one.
Yeah, so even though this was a full slow gauge turn, only one actually connected. The Salad actually held the anti-damage for a time freeze counter just in case that whole time, and then popped the end of turn.
Oh, full cuss coming in. Maybe we'll just see a removal of the aura, then getting some chips out, and then the next turn. Or probably the bee banish combo with the bees.
Yeah, I think this is a prediction that Flop Tart is going to go into Erase Beast, and so this will nullify one Beast turn, and that's going to actually be a huge deal in terms of the Erase Beast value. But Flop Tart does not go into Beast here, but the Judge Man value is going to be huge.
Oh!
Slash.
Oh, right. Slash did not actually come out first. Okay. Because there was an anti-damage previous turn. Actually, that anti-damage thing was pretty huge, actually.
Yeah, so getting the decross there, but losing Life Aura already does mean that Tengu has basically done its job there, but the issue is that now Salad doesn't have Tengu to threaten the decross with. So, that is actually going to be an issue with Flop Tart still having potentially 3 turns of Erase Beast. So this ended up being a pretty good situation for Flop Tart.
Oh, interesting. Using the bee banish without the elbow point. I thought that was kind of the intention to have them both together. And there's only one copy of the grab banish as well, so...
Yeah, I do think the banish might just have more value here. Just popping it here.
actually think it's a little scary to be using your area like this because there's still, I think, 3 more area grabs in that. Oh, well, make that 2 more. In Flop Tart's build. Oh yeah, okay, I do agree with that then. It was probably too much risk to be chancing the possibility of a slash cross that turn. I do find it a little interesting that Flop Tart has elected not to go with Alrysc Beast. Oh yeah, Cold Force in that turn. Being Cold Force would also have been devastating that turn, according to Ono 9, which I 100% agree. Now that you put it that way. Oh right, the bees would have also helped with fighting Cold Force as well. That's very true.
Ooh, and here comes Erase Beast. Beat takes something away here.
Since there was a lineup before actually using it, I'm assuming maybe it could have been Judge or Erase or something.
Oh, but Invis.
Oh yeah. Very nice usage of it.
So Flop Tart does manage to get out in the Erase Tail, but the Kernel Force is already gone by that point. Yeah, I might want to go into this this Tomahawk just for the status guard. And then it can be kind of hard to... So if the Wind Rat connects, this will be a decross and double damage. That's actually going to be very painful here.
Oh, Flop Tart now having the... Oh no, that was not a good match.
Tango!
Tango! So HP wise, it's pretty even. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yep. I think you're gonna have to. And then just throw everything in. It's honestly a miracle that Sella made it into the next turn.
Yeah, that was very close. And this is kind of crazy here because Last Man SP could potentially... Oh wait, no, this is pro...
Oh! Well, it's almost as bad. Oh, Flop Tart must have thought it was going to be a normal turn. Oh wait, this could actually be really good for... Wait, no, this is slow gauge.
It's slow gauge. So yeah,
gauge.
Flop Tart's own slow gauge is going to work against them here. So this machine gun...
Yeah. It would have been really nice if Flop Tart could have dodged all those feathers, but it might feel even more difficult when there's +1 area on the opponent's side. Oh right, the N1GP stating that there was also the possibility of Beast Over just sort of ending the turn on the poison panels, which would have ended everything.
So this is an interesting potential turn here. Going for a turn 1 banish on this cracked panel field, so the B banish.
Oh.
I mean, Sad has drawn it, so
yeah,
yeah,
this a lot.
This might be really good.
Oh, no TFC from the last man.
Oh no! What? Oh,
and the hole will be taking up one of the possible double point panels.
Okay, so Flop Tart set to the grass here. Oh, but Salad can. I think Salad can actually wait.
Oh no! Wait, Salad, no! Oh, waiting for the hole. Oh no!
Oh.
Okay, yeah. That forward synchro is gone. It's gone.
Okay, so there was the potential there for the game to just be over.
Ooh, it looked like a frame off. Ooh, that was such an explosive turn.
Salad is taking a couple of these erase beams, so the HP gap isn't quite as big. Right, Salad is also a little bit low here, but has a lot of defense.
And if you factor in the Tango, which may or may not actually proc, it's actually pretty even, I'd say.
Yeah, true. After the Tango gets factored in, but there's also the potential for not on this turn, but in general. Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, the Tango does manage to kick in here.
Oh, these times 2 books?
Yeah, that is 120 damage, I think. Oh, but at the...
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So the blind actually stopping that, the beast jump there.
Yeah, so the beast jump actually doesn't function while blinded, so that wind rack didn't connect for the decross and double damage, but looks like it wasn't needed anyways, thanks to those ×2 Judgman books, and then the feathers connecting. So GG, well played to Salad and Flop Tart.
Yeah, GG, well played to both players. That was very nice. Very, very nice. Egg and fish chat. So
Egg. Yep. Egg. Thank you, Mars, for the egg in these trying times. And with that, I think we can head into setups for our next set of the day, which is Marvino versus Alrysc. So we just saw Marvino's build. It's the summon blacks and recoveries, the broken panels being created. So we already saw this. Alrysc, though, I don't think we've seen Alrysc today, and it is another B code Gregar. So, like I was saying, a lot of people were gravitating towards B code Gregar. It seems to be like a really, like newbie friendly type thing. Alrysc, I won't say is a newbie, but to me, it seems like a lot of people go for the B code Gregar when they start. I'm not really sure exactly why, but yeah, it seems to be a thing.
I think it's possibly because maybe Falzar is so prominent, and I think B code has a lot of answers for Falzar in terms of like Falzar being like having a lot of versatility, and one of the solid ways to fight it is by running B bros plus a bunch of B code.
Yeah, I think definitely B code has a lot of damage spikes in it, has a lot of high damage chips, has some good elemental coverage. So definitely B code is just a really strong code, right? You've got 2 SP navies, 2 strong SP navies in there too. But it just feels weird to me that like almost, I won't say almost, but a really high number of new players end up playing B code Gregar, right? Like that to me is a little bit strange. I guess I'll just never understand it, but even with people explaining it to me. But
oh yeah, okay.
Alrysc running all of the PvP Navicus programs. So Rush, Beat, and Tango. You've got the trio: the dog, the cat, and the bird. And then it's an attack max, but the attack max is coming from attack +1s, 4 attack +1s in a Navicus, with a charge max. This is a 1050 HP build.
Yeah.
This is gonna be pretty rough. I mean, yeah, there's no recoveries in here either. I mean, recoveries can even be hard to use when you're at 1000 HP, because you might get deleted in one turn, so the recoveries might not even have value. So recoveries actually have higher value the higher HP you are, because you're going to be more consistently able to draw them before you end up getting deleted. So this is, yeah, Alrysc dancing on the knife's edge here with this build. High damage, but also low HP. We've seen Marvino's build. It is a 2000 HP, so it's going to start with double Alrysc HP, and then with the recovery 200s and 300s, Marvino is going to get 3 times in total, 3 times Alrysc's HP. So, I mean, we're not factoring in a Tango yet, but yeah.
If it even procs, because Tango only comes in when you have a fourth of your HP, and you only have 1050 HP. That means he has to be in the 225 HP range for it to actually proc. And he may or may not be stunned and killed before then.
Definitely gonna be pretty rough. Gonna be well, I'm curious to see how Alrysc plays this matchup, because Marvino's Summon Blacks can be very oppressive, and definitely their overall Gregar gameplay it just seems like rock solid. It seems super tight. Their understanding of how to use the crosses and the beasts, and in conjunction as well, is also just really solid. So, especially with the B code being more geared towards taking down Falzars with the element coverage, it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. Yeah,
I don't really have much else to say about these builds. They're pretty standard, I feel like, for the most part. Maybe not Alrysc. It's a little scary to be running all this in the way that he is, but I'm pretty excited to see how this all plays out, at least. So I'm ready to move into the builds if you are. I mean, the match if you are.
Yeah, I would not call either of these builds standard at all. But
that's true.
Like,
right.
I would call Alrysc's folder pretty standard.
Yeah.
You see this B code in Gregar a lot. But I would not call the Rush Beat Tango 1000 HP build very standard.
Yeah. That in particular, you can't really call standard.
Yeah, and I wouldn't call the Summon Black barriers, like the recoveries, full recoveries. I wouldn't call Marvino's build their Navicust or their folder standard. But yeah, for sure, it's going to be an interesting match.
Oh wow, yeah, you're right. And I also bring up one more thing, that Marvino does only have 5 custs. That's actually kind of impressive that he's been running that.
Yeah, only a true Gregar player will run in with 5 custs and just take what they're given.
5 custs? Oh, at least it's air shoots. Okay.
Yeah, so that is going to be a really big factor, I think, is the charge cross. Yeah, we didn't mention that, but charge cross is really, really helpful in this type of situation for Marvino. Whereas it's going to have a little bit less value for Alrysc. But yeah, I think with that, I'm ready to head into the set if you are.
Yeah, I am too. Let's head into it.
So yeah, we didn't get to see the playerzero versus Marvino matchup from playerzero's side, or from Marvino's side. We only got to see it from playerzero's side, which had 8 custs, right? So yeah, seeing this 5 custs, it actually makes it more impressive what Marvino managed to pull off. Ooh, and turn 1 erase versus heat.
Marvino isn't even starting with charge cross.
Yeah, so starting with erase, popping a slow gauge turn 1 with life aura, and this is already a rough situation for Alrysc, because this this life aura can only be dealt with if Marvino steps back onto grass, which Marvino will not do. End of turn, Invis does come out though.
But it might be dealt with a charge shot if he's not careful.
I don't think, oh wait, no, yeah, here it is. The Wind Rack will deal with Life Aura, but this is actually really well timed. So that Rush still gets beaten by the Life Aura.
This will get rid of the trap here as well, so that's a little bit of good value for Alrysc here. I wonder why Marvino's just staying in front like that.
I think just not wanting to lose this area. So Marvino actually thinking, hey, I've got oh wow, Tango comes out. Marvino actually thinking, I've got a big enough HP lead that I can actually just trade directly and protect the area.
That's true. Marvino still hasn't even reached Alrysc's starting HP.
Are you okay? Are you okay? I feel like you made a strange noise right there.
What?
Because yeah, his HP, his HP gap is a bit much. Ooh, very nice though. Bubble Star into the Electros charge shot. Get some good damage, but some of it getting healed back up immediately. Oh, and Wind Racks, that is an anti-navi. Oh
yeah,
wow. Oh wow, 30 HP.
Stop trading!
Yeah, Alrysc aggressively trading into Marvino here. Both players, it's Gregor, so you know it's gonna be volatile. It's gonna be quite a death match, but still both players just taking what the other person is throwing at them. Oh, this will interrupt the beast charge, but it is slow gauge, so there's so much turn or so much time.
Oh, it still landed. Oh, Alrysc, it still landed.
Well, you know that was actually. So that was a lot of damage being dealt back by Alrysc though. Like Alrysc was taken down by Marvino, but you have to realize Marvino has 2,000 HP and actually used some recoveries in that and still got taken down to pretty low. So Alrysc actually putting up a good fight here despite the HP difference.
Oh, if this slash turn goes through, Alrysc could be in a lot of trouble.
Ooh, yes, stepping forward, but
oh, perhaps Alrysc is
geez.
predicting the slash guys here.
Ooh, very well played, very clean movement from Alrysc. Ooh, yeah, that's very, very nice. Obviously, the situation is still pretty rough. Yeah, the image is not even lasting through the end of turn, and then the recovery 200 popping out. In terms of the actual damage being dealt, I think Alrysc has actually done more damage to Marvino at this point. But the starting HP difference and these recoveries are actually just so brutal to work through.
Yeah, and in addition to the resources that Alrysc has already used, like the recoveries, not recoveries, defenses, like both an anti-damage and invis have already been used up, so it seems like that's not going to be helping anyone. Oh, that's 2 invises. I don't know how much longer this will last.
Yeah, invis, it will help out here. Oh wow, nice. And that Wide Blade actually getting charged.
And these HPs are like kind of similar. It's not bad.
An 800 HP gap, but this recovery 300 puts Marvino up there again. The Tango, so a recovery 300 on Alrysc's side, you know, it's not bad, not bad. Oh, but the Sun in Black too takes 200 of that down. Wide Blade, these are actually good trades. It's just the HP difference from the recoveries and the starting difference It's so hard. This is so hard to overcome for Alrysc.
Yeah, and Marvino clearly still has 2 defenses for this turn as well. So
Ooh, okay. So that's actually good for Alrysc here. Oh wow, okay. That's very nice.
and the invis to make sure none of this happens, and then the wind wrap.
Oh wow!
Wow! What is this
wow.
lock? Hold on, there was 4 procs on pull.
Oh no! And can Alrysc cross or beast and then dodge the anti-damage, or is this just gonna land? It's really close.
Wait, is Undershirt in here? Not in here.
Yeah, Undershirt is in. Undershirt is in. Alrysc will not be deleted, but 1 HP, that's as good as deletion when you have no recovery.
Yeah.
You've used most of your defense. It's gonna be so rough here. I'm not sure. I think Alrysc has enough time to buffer a movement to just get out of that panel if they cross or beast.
Yeah, I think too. But
Beast.
Okay,
Oh
beast.
no! Oh no!
Oh no! It's over. It's over.
Oh!
His last anti-damage is saving him. Wait.
Oh no! This could be it. This could be it.
Then charge beast. Wait, this could be it.
Judge.
Wait, Alrysc.
Oh! The Buster
bug.
Jam.
Buster bug. Okay.
Wow! Alrysc. Wow!
If this is what you live for, I can't argue with it.
That was. So that was all in the cards, right? Because with Gregar, so much is possible in terms of just the crazy amount of damage. But wow, I almost can't believe that Alrysc pulled that off.
Yeah, honestly, I almost can't believe that just happened.
Actually crazy. That's actually. I can't believe it. Wow. I already respected Alrysc, but my respect for Alrysc just shot up even more with that. That was crazy. That was a crazy game right there. So let's see if Alrysc can pull this off one more time.
Oh yeah, let's see
Yeah.
that. I mean he does have the cust for it. I mean, yeah, he has 7 cust, so it's not impossible. Maybe. Nice. Didn't trade that one.
Oh,
This is going to hit. The shot will land too. Ooh,
Oh wow!
He's doing it.
Okay, Marvino does sneak in that charge shot, but this is actually I actually love the Bubble Star ones because what actually happens is because they're slower, it's easier to get the Elect Cross charge shot confirm double damage because there's actually more time until it connects with your opponent.
That's true.
Ooh, Protoman-SP and Marvino chose not to end them. Oh, they were in recovery 300.
It must have been a Bishop lockout.
Yeah, they were in the recovery 200 lockout.
Do it again, Alrysc. I believe it. Oh, I think that was a mistake.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure about that. So that's going to be another charge shot confirm.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Last man SP. Not on grass, sadly. Otherwise, this would be so close.
But this HP is really close now. I mean, obviously there are still recoveries in Marvino's folder, but
Oh yeah, but Alrysc also still has Tango, so if Alrysc can just get Tango to pop, then that is also going to shoot Alrysc's HP back up a bit.
if Alrysc purposely eats the anti-damage and the Element Man, maybe it's possible. He would be in the range for a Tango.
Sadly, Grab Banish doesn't do any damage or knock back here, but it does get all the area back.
And code, okay, yeah. I thought code B meant we would perhaps be seeing Protoman-SP here, but does not seem to be the case.
Ooh, and the barrier 100 gets taken down, sadly. And there is this Wind Wrath, so Marvino will probably use it near the end of the turn for that extra bit of damage. Oh!
Oh, perfect!
Oh, wow. That little bit of that overconfidence. Oh, wow. Oh, but Delta Ray, 2 hits would close it. Yeah, true. That is a Zeus right there.
We might?
Oh,
yeah.
no.
there's
Delta Ray finisher. 2 hits. Precisely what Marvino needed.
Yeah. Wow.
What a crazy set, though. What a match. Holy cow. Wow.
I did not. I'll be honest, I didn't see it coming at all.
I'm not sure anyone saw that coming. I feel like, with that initial HP difference, with the recoveries in play, that's a 1700 HP difference, basically. And Alrysc managed to overcome it in the second game right there. Almost overcame it in that third game. Even the first game, those were good trades. Like, that was not bad. The actual amount of damage Alrysc was putting out was actually really good. So that was very well played to Marvino and Alrysc there. Just, wow. I mean, there's a Delta Ray finisher at the end too, so we've got those style points, the swag coming in. But, yeah.
I'm really impressed by that match. That was great work from both sides.
Yeah, and that's not what I expect when I see this build difference, right? That's definitely not what I expect. But Alrysc definitely performed right there. Didn't manage to take the set, but a very respectable. Yeah, he took our hearts. A very respectable 1-2 from Alrysc, taking that one match off and almost taking, or at least putting a very, very good performance, very good showing in the other ones as well. So, yeah, well played to Marvino and Alrysc. It was a really good set.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm completely ready to move into the next match. The next setups, if you are.
Yeah, definitely. Which I believe is playerzero versus Flop Tart. We've seen playerzero. This is a G-code splash. Got all the usual suspects. You have a Neo variable, Meteor Knuckle, the Gambling Buster procs. Bug fix, uninstall. It's got all the usual stuff. 1800 HP. So this is a really solid cust, I want to say. Especially when you can pull an early bug fix. Flop Tart, we've seen their build as well. It's the S code, 1400 HP, a little bit low for Gregar, but you've got the Tango in there too. So really, once you factor Tango in, 1700 HP plus the 100 HP barrier. So actually, pretty similar. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting matchup.
Yeah, and this is the build. The build that Flop Tart brought is the S code, I believe. We've seen this earlier today as well.
Yeah, so this is the S code. Again, I'm not sure. I'm not a huge fan of Slashman.EXE, right? Like,
yeah,
Slashman SP, sure. Yeah, it's got the damage. Slashman.EXE harder to justify. Much harder to justify. And you've got 7 cust in this build as Gregar. I'm sure you could have afforded the splash Judgeman SP or Elementman SP or something, get some extra elemental coverage too, right? But other than that, I think the rest of the folder is pretty solid for what it's trying to do.
Yeah, absolutely. I think SP. The main problem I have with Slash EX actually is the fact that it doesn't actually deal 200, so it doesn't have the same utility as the SP does. 200 to get rid of the life bar in particular.
Yeah, that's true. I don't have too much else to say. Flop Tart's gonna have to watch out for static, the reg static, so that's gonna remove Erase Cross as an option for turn 1. So gonna have to play around that. But I think that's about it for me.
Yeah. Honestly, we've seen both of these players play already, and we have a vague enough idea of what these builds are trying to do. I'm basically ready to go into the match.
Alright, let's get right into the set. Ooh, and this is Double VOD.
Hello, Double VOD. Was this made by Enduring Ray, or was this with the futuristic technology by Weenie? Ray made it. Got it. Thank you. Thank you, N1DP.
Okay, so Ray's job is a bit easier now. Doesn't have to pour quite as much blood, sweat, and tears into making the double VOD. But yeah, we have Player Zero's perspective on the left, Flop Tart's perspective on the right. And we see this perma-holes field right here. This is going to be quite a impediment for kernel force. Not as bad as if the perma-holes were in the center, so there's just one safe row versus kernel force, but still not optimal.
Oh, if Flop Tart camps the back row, this could save the... Flop Tart, please stop. Okay, good. Yeah, now the static won't actually land.
Yeah, that's true. Player Zero does not have air shoes, so they can't actually step up to try to connect on the perma-hole.
Oh, and the other thing oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just about to bring up that also these perma-holes, Player Zero is not going to be able to get a Tengu lock either, so that removes one offensive option from the table.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, definitely relevant when you see your opponent in Erase Cross as well. But you know, you may not be able to get a Tengu lock, but you could still use Tengu Beast. So that is an option.
Oh, this... Oh, I don't know what Player Zero was thinking. This static will absolutely not hit as long as Flop Tart stays at the back. And Flop Tart has brought the extra area grab to make sure that does not happen. Or try to.
Oh no. This might still connect though.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought it was 3-frame. Not 3-frame, but I thought the wind rack cancelled the static there, but it did not actually get used.
Yeah, Player Zero losing a lot of momentum, waiting for an area to come back, trying to get this, trying to get into range for static, and there's a lot of chips behind that static, so Player Zero sacrificing a lot of momentum here. Just really trying to make sure this lands. Ooh, and it does! Round 9 SP also connects, so Player Zero's patience paying off here. Even getting a Tomahawk chop right there.
Ooh!
Oh, and the Indis gets wasted!
Yeah.
Nice, Flop Tart stepping down, avoiding the second chop right there. Not getting good Buster Jam procs either, but getting 3 hits from that machine gun. Both players actually down quite low HP, but Player Zero has 1 Recovery 300 in hand. Not sure if they'll use it though.
There will be another Recovery 300 deeper in the folder too, so if it does get pulled, this might be a little difficult for Flop Tart. But at least Flop Tart does have Tango in there, at the very least, if it gets the proc.
Yeah, definitely. So Player Zero probably going to breed for that second Recovery 300 before using them, and just rely on Sanctuary this turn, and the rest of these chips to try to just push on through. Ooh, it's a bit risky.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, nice. But getting rid with the Tomahawk and getting the double damage there, but sacrificing your Slashman SP.
I actually really like. Well, I did like it because the hole actually was stopping the ability to land that Slashman, or the entire hit of it at least.
Sanctuary comes up here. Flop Tart about to throw this Bubble Star 3, it connects. And a double damage, so normal damage on the Holy Panel. And Machine Gun 2, it comes out, gets 3 hits. So that should be, I think, 75 damage from the Machine Gun.
PZ getting lucky enough to pull that bug fix in time. Could have been really dangerous.
Ooh, so is that bug fix and double recovery 300s?
Yeah.
That is pretty big, but Flop Tart does have the potential here to just close it out with a Kernel Force.
It looks like Flop Tart will try to get rid of these Sanctuary panels with Beast Charge of a Luck Beast before going into the Cold Force here.
Yeah, that'll definitely be the best play.
Ooh, very nice.
Ooh.
This Cold Force will get full damage. Doesn't look like AZ has anything to defend this.
Very nice. So Flop Tart actually takes game 1 off of PZ here.
I think that first turn of keeping area was very, very good for Flop Tart there. Also, Flop Tart's menu going a little crazy up there. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I guess that was just does a little bit of a cross roulette, yeah.
I can't decide what cross to choose, so I'll let the cross roulette choose for me.
So back column volcano or geyser panels.
It could actually be a little bit of trouble. It would influence Flop Tart to not want to sit in the back row.
Yeah, this might be pretty rough because of the static.
But it looks like PZ brought the stack on the turn where...
Oh no, not again! Oh, but it connects. Okay.
Yeah. Ooh, this... Oh, okay. Yeah. Ooh, that's a pretty good damage on this Slashman SP here.
Oh, but wait, Flop Tart's about to get...
Yeah. Additional damage.
Ooh, the Grandman SP will also destroy some of these panels, but the full hit connecting there. Judgment also comes out to reclaim Player Zero's area, but does not connect to Flop Tart. Okay, so PZ squeezes all of the chips out there, not getting optimal value out of every chip, but just being able to get all of the chips out on that turn, not losing any of them, still getting something for all of them, was really good.
And PZ's still not going into dust here. Very, honestly, it's very a little scary, but it is 8 cost. He does have time to actually start digging before he needs to start digging. Oh, these holes.
Oh, 2 hits. Only 2 hits on 6-panel configuration is below average. So PZ having some rough luck these days, it looks like.
Oh, perfect timing on that invisible.
Ooh. Yeah, and this, I think this will last.
PZ just showing off that he can do a supersonic boom.
The double life sword would have been more impressive there, and also there would have been the chance that it carries through and actually hits, like the last hit actually hits. Because I think there's a longer delay there, so the invis might have worn out by then.
Maybe.
Yeah, so I'm disappointed in you. I'm disappointed here. Where's the double life sword?
I expected more from you. Oh, this,
Okay.
Oh! Not going into the life orb another way.
Ooh, getting that pushback, but... Tango activates for Flop Tart here.
landing all of his shots. Ooh, landing all of his
damage.
shots.
Oh, wow. Ooh. Gain this partial area back. So at the very least, these won't even be confirmed slash cross charge shots. PZ will have the potential to dodge them. But also going into dust here, the dust punch is going to be able to take care of slash cross.
The chips that PZ chose that turn actually look pretty solid for defending against Cold Force as well. So this might not work out too well for Flop Tart. We saw that PZ brought both a Banish and I think a Sanctuary, yeah. So this might not do much at all.
Yeah, and the area grab time freeze counter, it's not great. Oh wow, that's extra damage.
Oh yeah, that's all the damage gone.
No.
Oh no, oh no.
Oh no, the double damage and D-cross from Dust Punch.
That was the perfect turn for PZ. Completely dodging Cold Force.
Oh wow, and all these panels are broken
and
now.
now you're trapped!
Oh, 1 HP!
Volcano panel adding
That thing-
more damage!
That thing has done a lot of damage. Those panels, that damage has added up over time, okay? It's like, what, 50 damage per hit? It has definitely hit Flop Tart at least 3 times in this round, so 150 damage. At least. Oh, yeah, and the feather cleans it up.
Twitch chat really rubbing it in. Volcano panel kicking him while he's down, throwing in sand in his eyes. I messed up.
Well. Sanctuary turn 1 from playerzero. Looking like the play. Not even gonna bug fix.
Wait, why didn't you bring bug fix?
Not even gonna bug.
because
The static. Oh yeah, so because playerzero wanted to take turn 1 Sanctuary and then turn 2 static probably. There's probably also a good option here to see if Flop Tart actually goes into Erase Cross. So actually a very good mind game for playerzero here.
And he does have the leeway to be playing it as well, since he's guaranteed to have that bug fix next turn.
Both players throw up anti-damage. Sanctuary comes up to playerzero now.
Oh, and we just saw an Element Man. Uh-oh. That's not good for...
Yeah, I mean, hey, if Flop Tart had Element Man SP, that's a good option to deal with the Sanctuary as well. Yeah, well, at least Flop Tart is in Elec Beast and can go... Yeah, or is in Elec Cross and can go for Beast this turn. So one Beast charge will take care of this panel configuration.
And it doesn't look like there's a wood dragon. It looks like it's just a heat dragon, so it won't be decrossing Flop Tart this turn.
Okay.
Oh, was that invisibility as well? Okay, no. Ooh, very nice timing from PZ.
Ooh, and that was the uninstall on that Heat Dragon, so Flop Tart just lost their super armor, which is going to come into play once these beast turns are done with. That Buster spam right there. Life Aura coming up for player 0, gonna protect against
no. We have Flop Tart had just enough time to take that area back, so that this decross won't be happening.
Oh my lord, these Buster Jam procs. I think that's 4. That's 4 connecting this turn. That's 200 damage from Buster Jam procs alone.
Okay, so this turn, PZ does not actually... Oh, okay. PZ does actually have a way of making a bunch of holes to protect himself from Cold Force, and that is the Meteor Knuckles. If those Meteor Knuckles are just placed low enough, it could just save PZ a lot of pain from the Meteor Knuckles if they get used. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, wow. So, there's broken panels, but there's... yeah, unfortunately player 0 wasn't able to buffer the machine gun. That would have actually prevented even more of the damage.
There might be enough time to move out!
Yeah, I'm not sure. That axe is coming down real fast, though. The Tomahawk swing. That thing hurts. It hurts real bad with attack max.
This is looking a little difficult for Flop Tart with the double recovery 300 coming up from PZ's side.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think Flop Tart has the damage to push through the 1300 HP PZ's gonna have here. Oh, these Buster Jam procs. Oh. Okay, so these panels are broken anyways.
That was a nice 2-hit.
Wow, PZ actually stepping through, only taking a hit.
Those Mach guns actually are putting in a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, with the Erase Cross boost, they are pretty potent.
Oh, I think PZ's thinking this is around the time a Life Orb should show up. And I think he's right. And he is. Not going to lose the invisibility here, but will at least get the Life Orb to protect some HP and your trap.
Ooh, that was actually so scary. Will these broken panels end up doing anything here? Oh no!
Oh!
Safety of this
the
panel.
holes. Yeah. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Easy being safe, PZ. Is that banished? This. Okay, no. PZ has the defenses. This can't be them. Wait, is he loading the... Okay. If he loads anything other than anti-damage first, I think this could actually be over. And if PZ uses anti-damage first, that will also ruin him. I did not pay attention to Flop Tart's first chip though.
Okay, so there's still the potential here, even if PZ loads up Invis first, to at least mash to Invis first, and then time freeze counter with the anti-damage afterwards.
Oh, right. He got me. The recovery from using a chip rather than Aqua.
The Spout Bubble Star recovery, very nice, very well played. That one Bubble Star 3 in Player Zero's folder, coming in clutch, and that lets Player Zero take the set.
I think one other thing that kind of affected it was the fact that Flop Tart was in the middle of movement, and Flop Tart also did not cross or beast or anything like that. So there was actually no time frame for, like, PZ had the advantage in terms of frames.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, well played to Player Zero and Flop Tart. That was a good showing from both players as well.
Yeah, very good showing for both players. That was really close. I did not think it would get that close.
Yeah, definitely an unexpected comeback there. But yeah, well played once again. And I think that was our final set of the day, ending with that double VOD. So
yeah, that's it. Thanks for joining us for all this stuff, guys.
Yeah, I think overall there were some really crazy sets today, like Marvino versus Alrysc. That was
the best one.
that one stands out to me. But the other sets today also super crazy, super hype. We had a lot of close matches, a lot of close sets, and yeah, that was a really good showing from everyone who submitted. So, well played to everyone, and thanks to everyone who submitted and everyone who played this week.
Yeah, thanks to everyone who actually joined, because this was a huge tournament, actually. Well, it was just larger than it's been in a while, so it's pretty nice to see everybody joining in for the Tango rollback system that's been implemented by a good community member, Weenie.
Yeah, shout outs to Weenie again for all of the work that he put into this, and yeah, we definitely appreciate it, and it has made playing these sets more enjoyable, less painful, easier. It just made the matches themselves more consistent. So, people aren't struggling with I ran Magnums. I ran Magnums this cycle, and I think I only missed like one Magnum this entire week, 1 or 2 Magnums out of the countless number of Magnums I used. So that's something. Like, it's actually, you can actually manage these inputs now, and you don't just have to guess based on your connection, right? So
you don't have to. That's crazy. Learn this. What is my lag with this person?
Yeah,
now?
what is my input delay with this person? What is this? How long am I gonna have to wait? Am I gonna have to do this straight up super duper early, or and that's actually something interesting that comes up as interesting to me, because Magnum is one of those chips that was pointed out before as possibly being too strong if there was no so we'll actually see how that goes eventually, and I'm curious if that's going to be the case. But yeah, with that, I think we're going to pass it back to Salad here.
You're right, I was muted that entire time. Thank you so much for that. Oh god. Player Zero impression. Okay, hello, Mega Man fans.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, give me a second. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that was my Player Zero impression. We all missed him, so here he is. Okay, so I want to talk a bit about the donations, and so 5 days ago on Midori congratulated us on the release of the rollback build for Battle Network 6. And speaking of rollback, yes, we want to thank Weenie once again for his hard work and making this dream come true for the entire community. But I also want to talk a little bit about the history of the development, because I said a bit in the beginning of the stream, and we had X Kirby in the stream chat even. And yes, I forgot to mention it back then, but X Kirby is actually a very important part of the story for how we got to this point. I I'm not sure if my knowledge is complete, but I know that X-Kirby worked on the BattleNetwork 3 randomizer patch, and when Mars was doing research, he contacted X-Kirby about his work on the patch, and they ended up sharing data about the game. And with that, they started working together too on the rollback build and making it possible. Mars would be able to say more about this, but yes, X-Kirby and Mars of that Kirby avatar, the two Kirbys made BattleNetwork better BattleNetwork 3 rollback words possible, and with that, it inspired Weenie to take a crack at the rollback build that eventually led to Tango, because Weenie did say that without Mars and X-Kirby making that possible, he probably never would have even tried, because Mars really just showed that dreams can come true with that proof of effort. And so that's why we're here in Tango in the future. So once again, thank you for those three for their phenomenal work, and also Lucky Typesplosion as a footnote. No, Lucky did also help with a lot of BattleNetwork 6 notes for Weenie to use as well. So yeah, that really springboarded the whole thing, and it was pretty incredible. We had a initial working build of rollback for BattleNetwork 6 within a week of Weenie and the others working on it. So yeah, it's amazing after 15 years or something of VBA-ling. Yep, and with that, Zeii donated, I believe, $20 with the rollback hype message. And Giashio donated at the end of playerzero versus Flop Tart another 20. With no message, which terrifies me, but yes, thank you so much for the donations. And my microphone is on, right? I'm paranoid now. Hello.
It's on, you're good.
Okay, thank you. Okay, bye. Thank you so much everyone for sticking around and watching the stream. We had more viewers than usual, I think, so the rollback hype is real. And thank you so much, Dorman, for the $3 attached. Is there a message? No message. Okay. Okay, thank you. Alright, no, it literally says no message on it. So, does that... Okay, well, yes, thank you so much. And thank you, playerzero, who's not here, unfortunately, for the stream, for watching over the VODs and picking them out. We did have a blast of entries last minute. And Ray for putting together the double VOD, though he says, with the magic of Tango, he has to do a lot less work on it. And yes, we did have 26 sign-ups this week, which is one of our highest yet. And remember that Blood Moon sign-ups actually will end today, and I can't remember if I already put up the form, but it will be out soon. So if you want to play for the next 3 or 4 weeks, depending on how the top cut goes, then please sign up today for Blood Moon. It will be standard format, just like Cycle 7. The next stream is going to be next week, at the same time, which is 10 AM PST, start on Sunday. Well, actually, it could be Saturday, depending on our caster's availability, but we tend to try to shoot for Sunday. That is our normal schedule. Yes, Ray also did keep score keep this week, which he doesn't usually do, and that helped a lot, because we had, I think within the first 2 hours of the tournament going live, we had 25 matches played, which wouldn't have been possible without Tango, given all of the padding and downtime we need to have with our previous emulator. It really is incredible. Do the casters want to say anything before we leave?
Just thanks again for all the hard work Weenie put in to rollback. Thank you for all of the participants this week. Thank you to all of the viewers. So thanks for watching, everyone, and yeah, thanks to Salad for running the stream and basically doing all the stream production, or I'll say a lot of it, most of it. Thanks to Enduring Ray for the double VOD. Honor Knight for being my fellow scorekeeper this week. Thank you to Nonstop for joining me here.
Thank you for joining me.
Oh, I see how it is. Okay. All right, yeah. Okay.
Yes, thank you for both of our West Coast casters that had to crawl up in the morning to make it in time for the stream.
Yes, the grueling schedule of having to wake up before 10.
Okay, oh yes, and I do have one piece of news. Someone asked, since playerzero is not running the stream and is currently hiding from the net authorities for his grotesque RNG manipulation. Yes, I did hear from him through a burner phone that he will be joining Blood Moon and defending his title. I don't know how he's gonna do that while dodging the authorities at the same time, but yeah, I guess we'll be seeing it happen. Okay, and with that, thank you everyone for being here, both in the stream and in the community. Winky emoji face. And with that, bye.